1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. That's the latest from the Goo Goo Dolls. Iris off the City of Angels soundtrack.
Good afternoon.
Hey, what's up, bro?
How you doing, Op?
Not much. It's Opie and Anthony. And we're back in New York.
Here we are.
That's right.
This is good. 92 degrees in New York today.
Not much oxygen out there on the streets of New York either.
Nothing smells quite like Manhattan on a 92-degree day. It's the sense, because when we left, it was, I think it was wintertime.
Yes.
And that was the last time I was in.
Right.
And the cold weather kind of covers up the fragrance of stacked garbage. Some of those corners, those dark hideaway corners that some people are using as bathrooms.
Yeah.
There's a bouquet that just kind of floats off of the stoops and stairways.
But you know something? You gotta love it, right?
Yeah, it's New York. You know you're in New York.
That's true. Oh, I gotta tell you, I gotta say hi to everyone I met in Central Park last night. I've been spending the last 2 weeks rollerblading in the park, and man, so many nice people out there. But what part are you playing? Dude, the mayor has cleaned up the park. It's a fun place now.
Herr Giuliani has done a fine job. You're right.
Yes, but it kind of sucked last night. We're around 72nd Street, and we got stuck behind some road races. I wish I knew this going into the park last night.
I saw that. I saw a bunch of people with numbers,
right.
as if they were running a race or something.
It was like some kind of corporate challenge. So I'm hanging out with some of my rollerblading buds that I've met so far, right? And this race goes by, and I'm like, this sucks. How long is this going to take before we could start skating again, you know? And and then I look closer, and I'm like, wait, there's no women racing. It's all guys. They're like, this really sucks. So that race goes
to look at. Yeah.
Right, that race goes by, and then I start skating again. And 5 minutes later, yeah, baby, free fun in New York City. All of a sudden, it's another race, but it's all women.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
There's nothing better than watching women run. All right? So we're checking it out, and we're at one of the water stations.
Right.
True story. Only in New York. All of a sudden, there's a city worker with one of those city hoses.
Right.
And you know the first part of a road race, it's all the really good runners and stuff, and they're going and going and going. Back of the pack is kind of the people that just want to, run to run, right?
The guy like in the gorilla suit.
Sure.
Trying to make a statement.
Sure, all that. But this was the ladies' race. The guy with the hose turned it into a wet T-shirt contest. Jeez. So me and a bunch of guys on the side are like, yes, this is so much better than going to one of those damn theme restaurants, you know?
I have to start getting a little more athletic.
Yeah, well, me and Aunt have been in hotels for the last 2 weeks. I leave my hotel. And Aunt doesn't.
Sit in front of the computer. Yeah.
Right.
I'll get out more.
You got it. There's so much going on in the streets of New York.
I see.
All right, well, we're here. We're warming up. If you want to get a hold of us, the fax number is 212-957-WNEW. Phone line, if you want to talk to us live. Be kind, please. 212-757-1027.
You're unbelievable.
Oh! 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York, EMF, and unbelievable.
With a little guest from Dice in there, when it used to be relevant, Opie. That's when I used to be a star. I could get into a club and knock him dead, Opie.
Yeah, what happened to you, Dice?
I don't know. Now I don't even get through the jokes no more. I go hickory-dickory-dock.
Last time I saw Dice, that's what he did. He doesn't even do his act anymore.
No, he doesn't.
He just kind of starts it off and figures everyone knows it, so why bother?
So I'm online with this chick at the bank, and I...
Wait a minute. Wasn't there more to that, Dice?
Yeah, exactly. I'm smoking a cigarette. This chick comes up to me, and I say...
What? Yeah.
What, Dice? Well, there's a sign of the apocalypse, I think, in the paper.
What do you mean?
The Amish are on coke. That's got to be a sign of the end of the world.
You think?
I think so.
That is a great story, though.
There is an Amish guy. He's buying coke from a biker.
Right.
Which is strange enough, but then he turns around and he's selling it at these little Amish youth meetings.
Right.
And I want to know how the cops caught him. I hope, for the guy's sake, it wasn't a composite sketch. Because, wow, look, there he is. Wow, that was quick. The first guy we got. And it's him. Oh, there he is.
Now, what was the composite sketch?
Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is.
What did the sketch look like?
Yeah, really. White male, bearded, black hat. Be on the lookout.
Right.
He was last seen fleeing in a horse and buggy. We pursued him for 18 seconds. Caught him. Cops. Amish cops.
Right.
that I've got to see.
I'd rather see that than the magic hour.
Oh, jeez. We saw the tragic hour. We saw that last night.
Well, me and Anthony are, we're in hotels in New York, and we figured out how to cure our insomnia.
Yeah, if you're feeling a little tired, like you want to sleep but you can't,
right?
Turn on the magic hour.
It's tragic. It should be the tragic
hour,
right?
I don't know who's doing the comedy writing for that.
It is so bad that it's fun to watch.
It's cringe.
That's
what it is.
Sure.
You start watching and you're like, ooh, because he's like, and now the next guest we got on air is what? What? What did he say? Did he say the next guest?
Right.
Well, with Danny DeVito. What? Danny, who? What? Check it out. It is funny.
Sure, of course.
Not the way it's meant to be.
Hey, are we getting any faxes yet, Max?
Nope.
No faxes. Great.
212-957-WNEW.
Yeah, welcome us to NEW. That would be very nice. By the way, it's Opie and Anthony. And the phone line is 212-757-1027. I think we're coming back with some Radiohead. Stay there. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Here's Radiohead, Karma Police. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. U2 from Joshua Tree. Before that, Radiohead from OK Computer and Karma Police. Good afternoon, it's Opie and Anthony.
Hola.
Getting lots and lots of phone calls from all our old pals. This is kind of neat. It's like a homecoming, huh?
It certainly is. And faxes.
Also, yeah, speaking of faxes, I want to say hi to Vince Skelsa.
Yeah, he faxed in a welcome.
He faxed us a welcome to NEW, best wishes. That is so cool. It's so weird to be here because, just like everyone in New York, I grew up listening to NEW.
Legendary station.
And just to be walking around in these hallways the last 2 weeks and hanging out with Scott Muni and Carol Miller, it's just been surreal.
Scott's got some cool stories he just doesn't tell on the air.
No.
And I'm not going to take the liberty of, telling these stories.
Right.
Maybe one day we'll get him in here and he'll loosen up and tell them.
We would love to hear some of those stories.
Oh, my God.
His Keith Moon story is priceless.
Yeah.
Truly priceless. So, but it's been fun so far, and we'll keep it going.
Certainly has.
Also, did you hear about this, a day in the garden?
Yeah, what's going on here?
This is going to be very, very cool. It's a 2-day music festival up there in that damn farm where it all started.
Yazger's Farm, man!
Yazger's Farm, yeah. Don't eat the brown acid. This year it's going to be don't eat the brown Viagra. Times have changed, But 2 days outdoors, and Friday, August 14th, fine lineup. Don Henley, Stevie Nicks, Ziggy Marley, and 10 Years After. And then on Saturday, Pete Townsend, Joni Mitchell, Lou Reed, Richie Havens.
Freedom!
I love the Woodstock movie to this day.
I bet Richie Havens still has the same guitar. The one with the hole in it from the Woodstock movie.
Right. He puts his Viagra in there. But tickets are going to go on sale this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. at all Ticketmaster locations. And right here on the radio, we're going to be giving away tickets to the festival all weekend long, starting tomorrow, right?
Very good.
Anything else right now?
Yeah.
We got to get to Bruce Willis and Demi Moore in a little while.
Yeah, the breakup.
The big breakup. We'll talk about that next, and whatever you want to talk about. Give us a call, 212-757-1027. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Here's Dire Straits, The Walk of Life. Yeah. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Bad Company and Kink, and enough of your love. And unfortunately, I ran out of tokens anyway, so we'll get into that break on another day, right?
Sure. Peatland.
Peatland rules.
It's like Disney here in New York.
Well, now the Disney stores are taking over the Peatland shops.
That's true. You really got to hunt to find them these days.
Times have definitely changed since the last time we were in New York, I must say.
Mm-hmm.
In case you're wondering, new voices on the radio. It's Opie and Anthony, and thanks for checking us out today on our first day.
How you doing?
Pretty good, actually. I got to bring up something really fast. In the NEW studios, we got a TV, right?
That's nice. I like that touch.
It's very cool. It doesn't get the right channels, but maybe we can work on that eventually. Yeah. But I don't understand something. Why do they show traffic reports on TV? Now, I know we were supposed to have these space-age cars in the 90s. Remember when you used to see those films in the early 70s?
Yeah, I remember that in school. You'd see, by 1995, we will be flying spaceships high above the city's skyscrapers. I'm still driving a car.
Exactly.
I don't know about you, but there's no Jetsons mobile going around.
Yeah, and my car doesn't have a TV in it. So why do they have traffic reports on TV? I don't understand this one.
And that's all we need anyway.
Right.
It's bad enough with the cell phones and the girls with the makeup, which is also a fun little thing. I want to know how the girl could work that scissor eyelash curler device as she's driving without maybe stepping on the brake and yanking her whole eyelid off. If I see in my rearview mirror a girl using one of those, I'll jam on the brakes just to see if she can rip the eyelid out.
Well, what else are you going to do on the LIA?
Exactly. Speaking of perversion, as you were earlier, Opie.
No, I wasn't speaking of perversion. Give us a couple weeks before we start speaking of perversion.
President Clinton.
Yes.
In his search for, I guess, fortune cookie nookie, is in China. Much to the chagrin of a lot of his critics, because he's going to actually be visiting Tiananmen Square, the site of that uprising in '89.
Yes.
That the Chinese really kind of massacred some people there. But he's going to go there for a big ceremony.
I think he's there already, actually, dude.
Not in Tiananmen Square. He's in China, though.
All right.
And a couple of questions. I just wish we could contact him. I've got a question I'd love to ask him.
Well, what a coincidence.
What, Opie?
I thought it was going to take 6 to 8 months before we had some high-profile celebrities on our show.
Don't tell me. You've actually got the president on the phone.
I sure do, Anthony. Hey, President Clinton.
Hello, Opie. Hello, Anthony.
What's going on? You're in China, I hear.
I'm here in China spreading goodwill.
Now, I got a problem with this.
What's the problem?
There's not a lot of people in China that speak English, so how are you communicating with the people?
Well, I'm going to have a Chinese interpreter that I take with me. His name is Dong.
Wait a minute. Your Chinese interpreter, his name is Dong?
Yes, my Dong. That's his name. My Chinese interpreter. I wouldn't dream of coming to China without my Dong.
Come on.
Yes, the Chinese people will know what I'm about through my Dong.
Now, President Clinton, will this interpreter be helping you with any policy makings over there in China?
No, he's strictly an interpreter. As soon as my dong starts thinking for me, that's when I get in trouble.
I see, okay.
Some people say that there's a better choice of interpreters out there, but I got to tell you, I stand behind my dong.
All right, Mr. Clinton, we'll let you go, okay?
Thank you.
Have fun in China with your dong.
God bless you.
Okay.
Wow.
And there he goes, the president himself.
Is that an exclusive?
I do believe no other radio station is talking to the president right now. Speaking of the president, Monica Lewinsky was in town.
She was.
Last night.
I think that's why Bill went to China. He's like, where is the furthest point on the globe away from her? China, Bill. Book a flight. Fuel up the jet.
Guess where Monica Lewinsky ate? You can't write better comedy than this.
In New York.
Yeah, she ate at Mr. Chow's on East 57th.
Where else would Mrs. Chow eat but at Mr. Chow?
Is that amazing or what? Maybe we could give that line to Magic Johnson for his tragic hour.
Yeah, call him up. Give him that joke.
All right. Hey, if you want to talk to us, 212-757-1027. The fax line, we haven't received any faxes except for one from Vin, right? Fax line is 212-957-WNEW. Hey, it's Opie and Anthony. I got to get something off my chest really, really fast.
What do you
Okay?
got?
I'm looking at the Patti Smith Easter CD cover.
Oh, yeah.
And this has always bothered me since I was a kid. I can't get past the hairy armpit that she has on this cover.
Yeah, that's a look that just isn't going to catch on with American guys.
Well, I'm scared, though, because Paula Cole, she's starting to not shave her armpits either. This really, really bothers me. I'm going to make a plea to the women of New York. I beg you to keep shaving your armpits. It's not a turn-on, right?
It's not trendy.
I hope it's not trendy.
Guys don't like it.
No, please. We beg you. Don't do that. All right. 102.7 WNEW, where rock lives. Here's Patti Smith. Armpits and all.
What you say?
1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York, Dave Matthews Band, and What Would You Say? Good afternoon, it's Opie and Anthony. Hey. And we're getting a lot of faxes if you want to send one, 212-957-WNEW. And a lot of people are asking the same questions. Shoshana writes, to the new DJs. To quote The Who are you? I really want to know. Where did you work before NEW? Were you always a team? We don't want to dwell on the past, but we should let people know that we were born in Queens and grew up on Long Island.
Yes.
Worked in Long Island radio for a little while. Then we moved up to Boston. Did about 3.5 years up in Boston.
3-year stint.
3-year stint. Until we were asked to leave the fine state of Massachusetts.
On April 8th, 1998, Opie and Anthony were asked to leave the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. That request came from Boston's mayor.
Well, we kind of pulled a little April Fool's prank that went horribly wrong. Yeah. But what do you expect from a state that, used to burn witches, so...
Yeah, there's plenty of things that have been banned in Boston. Right. We're just another one of them.
That's right.
I mean, didn't they dump the Babe?
Yes, they did.
Babe Ruth.
They dumped the Babe.
Yeah.
So now you're stuck with us.
And then us. Yeah, we said the mayor was dead.
It was stupid, but...
It was, but it comes from the land of the Kennedys.
Right.
Where if you're a Kennedy, I guess, it's okay if you kill somebody. But just don't say that someone's dead when they're really not.
Exactly. So they escorted us to the Connecticut border, and here we are, back in New York.
The Connecticut state line said, leave.
Right. And then when we got into Connecticut, they said, leave, and they escorted us to the New York border. So
you're not welcome here no more.
Right.
That was it.
But we do want to state clearly that we love Mayor Giuliani.
Herr Giuliani.
Right.
He's great.
He is great. He's our pal. So there you go. But
unless you're a squeegee guy.
Yeah. Or a vendor.
Which we might be after this week.
Yeah. Or a vendor.
Yeah.
So, if you want to talk to us, we should take some phone calls today, huh?
Yeah.
We're trying to warm up to this new situation. If you want to talk to us, 212-757-1027. You want to play some Pearl Jam?
Yeah.
We'll do some Pearl Jam in a little bit. Stay there. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Pearl Jam playing 3 area shows. Unfortunately, all of them are sold out, so I hope you got your tickets for that one.
Sold out years in advance.
That's a wish list from the Yield CD. It's Opie and Anthony, the new guys at NEW, and so far everyone has been just absolutely terrific to us.
Pretty cordial.
Yes.
I got a fax here. Greetings from New York's finest. I like that. On behalf of myself and Transit District 34 in Coney Island, welcome to this great city. You now have front row tickets to the greatest show on earth.
Isn't that the truth?
We were sitting downstairs having lunch earlier. Some big guy whose dentistry looked like it was done with a lump hammer asked me for a bite of my sandwich. Right. Could I have a bite of your sandwich? No.
Right.
No.
Was that Gene Simmons?
I don't know. We saw Gene Simmons walking down the street. But, no, it is quite a city. Greatest show on earth. He's absolutely right. We like the cops, too.
We're definitely going to get on the streets eventually and talk to some of these people because they are entertaining as heck.
It's a circus out there.
Yeah, so far we've seen some cool celebrities. We saw Gene Simmons today.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday we saw Mark Gastineau.
Yeah.
Is he still officially a celebrity, or has he dropped out of that category?
No, I think he still is.
Okay.
And you got to give him that.
And our first afternoon in New York, we saw Tony Bennett.
Yeah, Tony Bennett.
That was pretty cool. And what I like about New York is people leave the celebrities alone.
Yeah, well, they got that whole thing where they kind of put the head down and just move right along. Gene Simmons, I noticed, it's 92 degrees out in New York. He's wearing leather pants. He's making soup. I don't know what's going on. But, Gene, cotton, it breathes.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly.
Enough said.
All right, we got a pile of faxes we got to get through, but if you want to send one, that's cool. Or give us a call, 212-757-1027. New band from Kentucky, Days of the New. The lead singer is 19 years old. He has a 4-year-old kid, and he's divorced already.
Kentucky, he got a late start.
The downtown. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. It's Days of the New. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Marcy Playground and Sex and Candy. It's Opie and Anthony, the new guys at NEW.
I was just enjoying some email.
Oh, really?
Some listeners.
We're getting feedback already on our first little show here in New York.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for all the kind words so far.
Kind words? Oh, kind words, yeah. Plenty of them.
Actually, I must say, I think most people have been very, very cool to us.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that, being new and all, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got to talk about a day in the garden. We've been talking about this all day. 2-day music festival happening where, Anthony?
At Yazger's farm.
That's right.
The site of the original Woodstock.
Woodstock.
Yeah.
I had one problem with Woodstock that I want to bring up really fast. There are so many cool artists.
Wait a minute.
What?
You had a problem with Woodstock, which was back in 1969. What?
Well, I was barely born.
As you're sucking on your baba.
Right.
Covering yourself with your whoopee.
Well, I was sucking on something else, but we can't get into that yet. No, but seriously, I mean, we've all seen the Woodstock, concert film and stuff.
I love that.
All the bands were really cool, except for one band didn't belong. Sha-na-na. What were they doing at Woodstock?
Yeah, there's like the cool hip bands of the time, and then Sha-na-na.
Sha-na-na. But the lineup for this thing is going to be very cool. On August 14th, we got 10 Years After, Ziggy Marley, Stevie Nicks, Don Henley. And then on the 15th, it's Richie Havens and his lovely guitar with the hole in it.
Yeah.
That you were talking about earlier. Lou Reed, Joni Mitchell, and Pete Townsend. Now, tickets go on sale Saturday, $70 per ticket. And don't eat the brown Viagra. Yeah, we said that earlier.
Do you think there'll be any bathing in the lake? Mud, nudity?
Well, last time I was up there, I was one of the mud people for that mess in 1994. That was cool. I hope we get to broadcast live from there. That would be something different, right?
Sure would.
And all this weekend on the radio, we'll be giving you a chance to win tickets to the 2-day festival. So keep listening for details, right?
Groovy.
Now, we are new to New York, but there are a few people out there that do know who we are. We're getting faxes. If you want to send one to the pile, 212-957-WNEW. Look at this, Anthony.
Oh. Butt plug. Butt plug. Butt plug. That's all the faxes say.
No, we're up to 10 faxes that just say the word butt plug.
I wonder why.
Well, can we play this real fast? I think this was the reason we got the job at NEW, actually.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
We heard they were looking for some people, and we sent down, some of our stuff. And
it's a little fun you could have when you just say one word.
Right. And I think this is the reason why we're here at NEW, because a lot of people are wondering. Check this out. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Led Zeppelin, of course. Page and Plant playing 3 shows around the area. July 16th at Madison Square Garden. July 19th at Jones Beach. I can't wait to go to a Jones Beach show. It's been many, many years for that. And July 18th at the Continental Airlines Arena. It's Opie and Anthony, new guys at NEW.
What do you got there? I see a familiar name at the bottom of that fax.
Got a fax from Dave Herman. O&A, you guys sound great. Welcome to the team. Very cool.
Thanks, Dave.
And Vince Skelsa, he sent in a fax to welcome us. Carol Miller popped her head in. Tony Pigg's roaming the hallways, and he's given us his best so far.
Scotto's been in his office listening. He waited till we were on the air to check out what we were doing. And it's cool because if you ever saw Scott's office, oh, my God, it is like a rock and roll museum in there.
We can make a lot of money. Just put the velvet ropes up in front of his office, and we could charge admission.
And let people go in there, and, you could tell them about what the pictures are.
Yeah.
Here's where I was pretty intoxicated with Keith Moon.
That's what he told us today.
Yeah, he knows. That's how it used to be.
I mean, how many people have a picture with Keith Moon?
Not many.
Out of all the people, because I grew up listening to NEW, of all the people that I was nervous to meet around here, I mean, Carol Miller was cool, and Dave Herman, and Tony Pigg, and the rest, Scott Muni.
Yeah.
It was just like, hi, Scott, how are you?
Legend, man.
Yeah, don't worry, we won't blow up this place on you.
I know, it's scary.
Because he goes, I'm going to be listening to your first show today.
I said, oh, no.
I said, please don't be harsh. He goes, no, I won't be harsh. It's all fun, all fun. I'm like, okay, thank you, Mr. Muni. I'm going to go hide in this corner for a little longer before our first air shift at NEW. Not too intimidating around here, huh?
No, not at all.
Hey, the management of NEW wants us to do traffic. So, Anthony, the traffic report for all the fine folks on the highways and byways.
All right, the traffic is pretty much in the same spots it's been for the past couple of years. You were in traffic yesterday, you're in traffic today, same places.
So basically, traffic stinks once again today?
Yes.
Okay. We need a sponsor for our traffic, by the way. The sales department is waiting for your call, all right? Speaking of traffic,
Yeah.
Did I beat you to the studio today?
You did. It's, big story in the news is all the cars that are coming into Manhattan these days.
Yeah.
There's just huge amounts of cars. You can't drive, especially in the middle of the day. It's crazy.
Well, a lot of people want to get to know us and stuff, and let me tell you one thing. Opie, that's me. Okay, we're both staying in hotels right now in the city. Opie likes to walk to NEW, likes to walk the 12 to 14 blocks. Anthony, the lazy one, doesn't like to walk to the
I'm not lazy. I'm just doing things right up to the minute, so I want to jump into a cab and get here. I'm online. I'm doing things.
So Opie gets to see all the fine sights of New York City, and Anthony, I don't know, he's in a smelly cab. And
yeah, I got to listen to this.
Hi, this is John Rivers. Buckle up for safety.
Great.
Hi, this is Judd Hirsch. I know a little something about taxi cabs.
Like, all right, enough. I heard that 8 billion times. Oh, this one.
Oh, it's the Catwoman. Buckle up for safety.
Oh, God, can you get some more celebrities, please? Enough. I've only heard those 3.
But about 2 blocks from the station, I actually passed your cab.
Yeah, I looked out the window. It's like, Opie.
Right.
Wait a minute.
We left at the same time.
Same time.
Yeah.
It took me, I think, 10 minutes to get a cab.
Uh-huh.
And then I told him where we were going. He turns the corner. Dead stop, traffic. Oh, there goes Opie walking by. Bye.
It was a free ride for me. It cost you $10. You know, they had a story in the Daily News, what was that, 2 days ago? It was pretty fascinating. One of the reporters decided to do a little experiment. They went from one side of Manhattan to the other. Okay.
Crosstown traffic.
Crosstown traffic. One guy took a bus, and the other guy walked. The guy who walked beat the bus.
Yeah.
By a couple feet.
I guess they're not saying you're going to get there faster, but at least you'll be sitting.
Right.
That's about the only plus side.
Pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. All right. How are the rest of the faxes?
Good.
Yeah, right.
Good. Oh, except for this one. Oh, good. And this one. And this one.
Oh, Patty Griffin. This woman is from Maine. We could tell you a thing or two about Maine, huh?
Yeah, sure can.
Can't get here from there.
Or there from here.
Or whatever. All right, it's One Big Love. 102.7 WNEW, the Rock of New York. 102.7 WNEW, where rock lives, the police, and don't stand so close to me. That's something that everyone thinks about when they're riding the subway. Don't stand so close to me. You know,
especially you.
Well, I was just thinking about this. It's Opie and Anthony, by the way, and we're back in New York. And the one thing I forgot to do before I moved back here, I forgot to get all my shots.
Yeah, you go places, and you would think Opie was leaving the country. He gets sick at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, I do.
If somebody sneezes, it's funny because it's outside, pretty airy outside. If someone's 10 feet away and sneezes, Opie will, pull the shirt up over his nose.
Of course I will.
Keep the germs away.
Well, I'm just warning the management of NEW. I will be taking a sick day next week because I will catch something.
You're not spraying the mics, are you?
Not yet.
That's a big thing.
Right.
Like decontamination of the mic. I'm waiting for you to just come in a spacesuit. That's pretty much it.
Like John,
it's Opie.
Like John Travolta in the bubble.
The DJ in the plastic bubble.
I can't help it. I get sick very easily.
You do.
But no, I'm smart, though. I don't touch anything in public. I have learned to use these feet in a way that they weren't supposed to be used.
Like a monkey.
If I have to go to the men's room, poof, bang open the door, do my thing.
Everyone does that.
Flush with my toes.
There's also the trick you got to do where you wash your hands. Take the paper towel, dry them. Then you have to open the door with the paper towel. Mm-hmm. Hold it with your foot, and then do like a jump shot at the garbage pail. So you're not touching anything. You feel good about yourself after you leave, and you go, I didn't touch a damn thing in there. Feeling good.
And you stay healthy that way, so.
And your vitamin regime.
What?
Which you take. You take, I would have to say, 25 pills every morning.
I take lots of vitamins, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
You gave me one.
Right.
The other day. One vitamin.
No, actually, I gave you B100, which is good for you, and some C. C prevents illness.
I got scared.
Why did you get scared?
I go to the little room to relieve myself.
Uh-huh.
And it was the color of a highlighter that you use. And I swear I was petrified.
You're not used to taking vitamins, are you?
No. I didn't know what was going on. I could have turned the lights out and it would have glowed in the dark. Well, I was convinced.
Anthony, let me tell you about vitamins. I take so many vitamins, all right, that my juice is so yellow that not only do I get stains in my Calvin Klein briefs, my blue jeans turn green.
You have to put it in those terms, Opie.
I'm just sharing a little part of my life to you.
A little too much.
All right. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Spin Doctors, Little Miss Can't Be Wrong from 1992. I got to mention, back in 1992, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing that song on the beaches of New York. That was
the summer song that year.
Of 1992, I do believe. I wonder what this year's song's going to be. No songs, stand out yet as far as that one killer summer song. Remember Come On Eileen?
Yeah.
That was a summer song. Right? Yeah. I mean, good song, but wherever you went that year, that was the summer song.
As you're laying on Jones Beach, hearing Fudgy Wudgy Bars, Fudgy Wudgy Bars.
It's going to be back, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what else I was noticing? Speaking of Fudgy Wudgy Bars.
Yeah.
I'm walking through the park, and you get some ice cream.
Uh-huh.
Do these things have to be cryogenically frozen? It's like a blackjack. I went to take a bite into a nice chocolate Dove bar, which on the commercials is like creamy ice cream covered in milk chocolate. You're like, It was like a brick.
Right.
It was like I bit into a chocolate-coated brick.
I think it's pieces of Walt Disney.
It is, yeah.
They're now selling on the streets of New York.
They're going to thaw out the ice cream bars when they find a cure.
Right.
I was horrified. I broke my teeth.
Oh, by the way, it's Opie and Anthony, in case you're wondering. And we're getting lots of faxes and feedback, and people are giving us advice. Because we haven't been in the New York area for 3.5 years.
Does shut up count as advice, Opie?
This guy writes, dubious, 82. We'll get into the whole email thing soon, by the way, as well. It says, what's up? Just some advice. Watch out for the roaches.
Wow, we saw one last night. Whoa! On the sidewalk. It was like a chihuahua. It was like the Taco Bell commercial.
Right.
It was that big.
And I think an old lady was walking it.
Yeah.
See, a lot of that in New York. Oh, look at your cute... Also, this guy writes, and don't buy the pod in Washington Square.
You'll learn very quickly, Opie and I refrain from drug use.
Yeah, we're just wacky without the influence of narcotics.
Yeah. We probably later in the months to come will bring up past stories of experimentation with certain drugs.
We could very easily do that. Oh, and another thing we learned today. Don't let the homeless people take a bite of your sandwich.
Yeah, one guy walks up to me. I was eating my ham and Swiss hero, and he goes, could I have a bite of the sandwich? And his teeth just looked like it was dentistry by jackhammer. I swear to God. Every other one was missing. If he bit a piece of paper, it would look like one of those IBM punch cards. Those whole things. Horrible.
He didn't like me too much.
No, I think he liked you a lot. That's the problem.
Right.
That should be an incentive to stay out of prison, because that's the guy that you wouldn't be able to get away from.
Right.
In the joint.
That's the guy in prison that wants to toss your salad.
Exactly.
1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Joan Jett, I love rock and roll, and a little Clinton in the background as well.
What'd you do?
I'm trying to figure out
buttons and switches.
I'm trying to figure out all these buttons in front of me still. It's Opie and Anthony. Thanks for listening to us today. We totally appreciate that.
Yeah.
Actually, surprisingly, we've had a couple of people calling up. They want to hear President Clinton again.
Clinton, is in China. For I don't know. I don't even know why the hell he's going there. He's really ticking off some of his critics for going over there, because their human rights violations are pretty huge.
Right.
So he's over there.
And Clinton supports Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama, yes. I met the Dalai Lama.
We did meet the Dalai Lama.
I was in Atlanta a couple of months ago, and he was down there. And there's not even mistaking it. You don't go, is that the Dalai Lama? The bald guy with the flowing robes? Is that him? So I walked right up to him and kind of looked at him.
You're not supposed to look in the eyes of the Dalai Lama, though.
Is that really, like, you're not supposed to? Because I did.
Because you might see,
where he told me I will receive on my deathbed total consciousness. So I got that going for him.
It was pretty weird because he's in his robes and stuff, and all his followers that are with him, they're all in their robes. And he's staying in this really nice hotel.
He was in the penthouse suite of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Atlanta.
When you think of the Dalai Lama, you expect him to be, living in the grass in Central Park.
Yeah,
Not in
with
the
the
penthouse
people.
suite of a real nice hotel.
Whatever, more power to him, I guess.
What the heck? So Clinton's over there in China. He supports the Dalai Lama, and they're all up in arms and stuff. But surprisingly, earlier in the show today, we had President Clinton on the phone.
We had an important question to ask him, so.
Of course, so let's go to that now. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Hey, it's Opie and Anthony. Thanks for checking us out today. We definitely appreciate it.
That we do.
You think we'll be back tomorrow?
I think so. Friday.
Yeah, we'll be back on the radio tomorrow at 3, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Also, we're celebrating 10 years in New York radio. 10 years ago, I guess.
Today, huh?
Well, we thought... the listeners know more than we do because we thought it was the 10-year anniversary was tomorrow, but we found out the 10-year anniversary was pretty much yesterday when we were teasing that it's going to be Friday.
No.
The listeners actually know more than we do. Right, E-Rock?
Yeah.
It was yesterday?
The tapes that we have are labeled the 26th and the 27th of 98, but that would be a Friday and Saturday. So, and you guys started on a Thursday, so it was the 25th and the 26th of 98, which was yesterday.
Does it really matter a day off?
Well, it kind of does.
One day or another if you're celebrating that. Yeah, does it?
If you're celebrating 10 years, it kind of does.
Yeah.
Like 3 years, 5.
Wasn't there a leap year this year? Oh, okay. So now we're fine.
Oh, you think?
They threw an extra day in, so...
Well, what's funny, though, is we started in New York radio 10 years ago.
And we're probably 2 days off.
But we've only done 7 years, 9 months of radio.
Yeah.
So, all right, where do you want to begin? I mean, we do have audio from our first New York show from 10 years ago.
There you go.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. See, Jimmy's excited because Jimmy wasn't part of our first radio show in New York City 10 years ago.
Let me think about this for a second.
Yeah.
It's not like we went from Boston radio where we played our clips and cringed at some of the things we did and came to New York and all of a sudden became great. This is probably going to be more over happy, crappy.
I just want to hear a little. It's your first day in New York. You're probably very excited. You guys are great at it.
Shut up.
Yeah, I know. You're probably right.
Some people say that we were never better than our WNEW days.
So I'm saying the first day probably was just, you know what I mean? Like,
shut up, Jim.
No, I'm actually serious.
No, you're actually not.
I really am. Look, the NAW days were great.
Look, this show was before iPods, before satellite radio.
Yeah.
Some people were still married.
So was all they had. Oh, oof. All right. Well, I certainly was happy to be there. I was happy to be anywhere but home.
Well, let me just hear what this is.
Good afternoon.
Hey, what's up, bro?
All right, listen. We're gonna. Oh, no.
What? What's up, bro?
Was that you?
I don't know. Was this? Let me hear that.
Good afternoon.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Maybe it was on purpose.
They were pumping in, I remember, helium into the studio at the time.
Phone line if you want to talk to us live. Be kind, please.
Dude, what's with your voice?
Shut up.
Shut up. That was the longest delay before you were trying to think of something, and then you just told me to shut up, ass.
Because I'm in shock.
Yazger's Farm, man. Yazger's Farm, yeah. Don't eat the brown acid.
I can't do this.
What happened? I thought we ruled. I always think we rule until we play things back. Then I realized we sucked.
Well, we do play a lot of stuff from the NEW days, and no one could really tell the difference. But, wow. This was pretty much our first day in New York radio, New York City radio, 10 years ago, yesterday.
Wow.
I don't know if I could do this, man.
all you were was probably, I'm guessing that you probably knew you were going to get killed because you were on a music station, and there people are going to start screaming for music. I don't know. Maybe this is not...
Oh, I don't even care. I said be kind. It's just how I said it that I have a problem with. Be kind, man. Look, I'm being uber cool because I'm really nervous. Ugh. All right, 10 years ago, yesterday, we started with this.
The Rock of New York. That's the latest from the Goo Goo Dolls. Iris off the City of Angels soundtrack.
Good afternoon.
Hey, what's up, bro?
How you doing, Op?
Not much. It's Opie and Anthony.
Who cares that you asked what he didn't? You answered the question Anthony didn't even ask. Because Anthony goes, how you doing, bro? And you went, not much.
That's true. You picked that up, huh? Not much. How you doing? Not much.
What time is it? Over easy.
What's going on? Good.
Oh, God. These were the days.
Boy.
These were the days when we used to get nervous.
This was the first break. This is our absolute first break in New York.
New York City, yes.
Okay.
10 years ago, yesterday.
All right. Then I could deal with that. That's a little nerve-wracking.
Well, then don't look at the phone lines and don't look at instant feedback if you think you could deal with this.
Oh, God.
It's Opie and Anthony, and we're back in New York.
Here we are.
That's right.
This is good. 92 degrees in New York today.
Not much oxygen out there on the streets of New York either.
Nothing.
The hell?
I'm doing weather?
You're doing weather.
What am I doing?
And I'm doing smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz.
We're just out of
smooth jazz.
Not much oxygen out there.
Later I do traffic?
Yes.
Really? And I'm serious?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
Kind of a goof.
To New York either.
Nothing smells quite like Manhattan on a 92-degree day. It's the sense, because when we left, it was, I think it was wintertime.
Yes.
And that was the last time I was in.
Right.
And the cold weather kind of covers up the fragrance of stacked garbage. Some of those corners, those dark hideaway corners that some people are using as bathrooms.
Yeah.
There's a bouquet that just kind of floats off of the stoops and stairways.
But you know something? You gotta love it, right?
Yeah, it's New York. You know you're in New York.
That's true. Oh, I gotta tell you.
Oh, no, I don't have to tell you nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really...
Yeah, someone is suggesting Jared in Boston. Hey, play Misty for me. Brought in some of my poetry today.
Sorry, I can't go out tonight. I have to write poetry for my show.
Yeah, I got a lot of writing to do tonight.
Pick out records and...
Your song, 877-212-018.
You were smooth, giving the smooth jazz delivery.
Did we just do a break on the smells of New York City?
Yeah, I'm...
Gives a crap.
Once again, I'm just trying too hard. I'm trying too hard.
I hate to defend this, but it's your first day in New York. It's not that bad. It's like your first day in New York. It's not like you guys are over the top. You're just like trying to not. You're trying to just not screw up.
We're trying to survive.
Yeah.
Knowing a lot of bigwigs are listening to our first show.
So except for not exactly listening to each other. Well, so how are you? Tuesday. All right. Tuesday.
Yeah, we're not listening to each other. We're just trying to blurt stuff out. Just keep the talk moving along.
Chatter.
Who cares what it is?
There are a lot of hamina.
Oh.
Well, I got to tell you something. Boy, I can't wait. What did you have to tell? What was important that I needed to tell all of New York?
Something you gotta love it, right?
Yeah, it's New York. You know you're in New York.
That's true. Oh, I gotta tell you, I gotta say hi to everyone I met in Central Park last night. I've been spending the last 2 weeks rollerblading in the park, and man, so many nice people out there.
That is such BS. I didn't talk to anybody.
Man, there's so many nice people out there. I gotta tell you.
You know what you've heard about New York is just not true, man.
Everyone's cool. I wish you would have skated into Tippy Tom. That would have cured you of your. Such nice people.
Look, I'll take you back. I didn't talk to anybody in Central Park. I was making it up.
Of course you didn't.
I was trying to relate.
That's what it is.
I was trying to be part of New York.
See, we're trying too hard to on day one, on minute 3. We're trying too hard to be a part of New York already.
Like, I'm walking around Central Park just introducing myself and talking to people. No one talks to each other in this city.
We were two returning Long Island douches trying to sound like we're city savvy.
Yeah, making believe we're returning back to New York City.
New York City. Meanwhile,
Yeah, we're like, it's good to be back. We were never in New York radio.
No. We were out in Babylon and living in Centerport and Huntington.
And that wasn't I'm introducing myself. That was almost like there's a little buzz about us coming back on at the park. And people have been kind of coming up.
People coming up talking, nice people. I wish someone would have put a cobblestone over your head.
Big hi to everybody I met in Central Park.
Yeah,
This guy behind the tree waving their hogs at me, and that gang wilding on that jogger.
Just nice people.
How much do I need to be loved?
We are just relating, Ope.
2 weeks rollerblading in the park, and man, so many nice people out there. But I am serious.
What part are you playing?
Dude, when did I decide to be a dick? like, who is this guy?
Oh, God, it's awful.
Man, so many nice people.
Man, let me tell you, so many nice people.
I am serious.
What part are you playing?
Dude, the mayor has cleaned up the park. It's a fun place now.
Herr Giuliani has done a fine job. You're right.
Yes, but it kind of sucked last night. We're around 72nd Street, and we got stuck behind some road races. I wish I knew this going into the park last night.
I saw that. I saw a bunch of people with numbers,
right?
As if they were running a race or something.
It was like some kind of corporate challenge. So I'm hanging out with some of my rollerblading buds that I've met so far.
I don't have rollerblading buds.
Who were you hanging out with?
No, I was making this up. We were in New York for 4 days before our first show. And I'm making believe I'm in my penthouse apartment hanging out with my old pals.
With your rollerblading buds.
I didn't have rollerblading buds.
Of course you didn't.
I got it to one guy once in all the years I've skated in the park. What am I doing?
Yeah, we were living in a hotel.
Right. We make it sound like we're hanging out in New York for weeks or a month before our first show. I'm telling you.
Ope was making rollerblading buds. Yeah, I got to tell you. The voice is what's killing me. It's not even like the old AAF, hey, how you doing voice.
Yeah.
You tamed it down a bit.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. You were being like, cool.
Well, it was the legendary WNEW, so, you had to.
You
had to have that delivery, I guess.
And we knew everybody was watching or listening, and
I like the rollerblading buds because it makes you sound like that gang from the Warriors. A bunch of guys in Yankee uniforms with bats right into the park hitting people.
All right, let's get back to this.
It was like some kind of corporate challenge. So I'm hanging out with some of my rollerblading buds that I've met so far, right? And this race goes by, and I'm like, this sucks. How long is this going to take before we can start skating again, And and then I look closer, and I'm like, wait, there's no women racing. It's all guys. And I'm like, this really sucks. So that race goes
to look at. Yeah.
Right, that race goes by, and then I start skating again. And 5 minutes later, yeah, baby, free fun in New York City. All of a sudden, it's another race, but it's all women.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
There's nothing better than watching women run.
Really? Nothing better? Why? Because their boobies bounce up and down, you hack?
By the way, I just want to get this in. Scattered thunderstorms today, high at 84. Currently, it's partly cloudy and 73.
Oh, my God. Trying way too hard.
Yeah.
Watching women run. All right? So we're checking it out, and we're at one of the water stations.
Right.
True story. Only in New York. All of a sudden, there's a city worker with one of those city hoses.
Right.
And the first part of a road race, it's all the really good runners and stuff, and they're going and going and going. Back of the pack is kind of the people that just want to, run to run, right?
The guy like in the gorilla suit.
Sure.
Trying to make a statement.
Sure, all that. But this was the ladies' race. The guy with the hose turned it into a wet T-shirt contest.
Jesus.
So me and a bunch of guys on the side are like, yes, this is so much better than going to one of those damn theme restaurants, I have to
You're making so many friends. Me and a few guys on the side. You're talking to everybody.
I'm just a babbling ass, just making friends as I go.
Run Around Park Eddie is saying this is the Douche and Chill show. Very funny.
If you're just tuning in, we're listening to our first show in New York City 10 years ago, yesterday.
Damn theme restaurants, you know?
I have to start getting a little more athletic.
Yeah, well, me and Ant have been in hotels for the last 2 weeks. I leave my hotel, and Ant doesn't.
Sit in front of the computer, yeah.
Right.
I'll get out. I'll get out more.
You got him. Yeah. There's so much going on in the streets of New York.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're here. We're warming up. If you want to get a hold of us, the fax number is WNEW. Phone line, if you want to talk to us live. Be kind, please. 212-WNEW, where rock lives.
That's the problem. It was hard to understand the phone number.
Yeah, it was backwards. Backwards.
Why do we, block out the number? Who gives a crap?
I don't think they exist over there anymore.
Call us up at... Wow.
How many songs did you guys have to play when you did that? How much?
Hopefully 12. Hopefully 12 an hour.
Wow. Stinkeroo. 2 weeks. You even said we were in New York for 2 weeks.
Before our first show, that just is not true.
And we were trying so hard to be part of New York's... the ambiance of New York.
Well, just him making all these friends. I'm in the park, me and my rollerblading buds. There's chicks running by with water on their breasts. It's lunacy, folks.
You're talking to the other guys about it?
Just relating to the guy.
Hey, Ope's nudging a guy with his elbow. Hey, look at this. And he's like, yeah, what are you doing for dinner tonight? We'll go out.
Nice bazongas, I'll say.
I'm sweating. Oh, my God. Yes, E-Rock, you had something?
Yeah, you guys signed on a little after 3:10. It's because you had songs to play from the top of the hour before you actually
came out of some music, man.
All right, we got a few more clips from our first show in New York City 10 years ago. Yes, 10 years ago yesterday. And we're going to do some new stuff today, obviously. 877-212-0-A. It's Opie and Anthony. You want to get back to the NEW tapes?
Sure.
Jimmy does.
You bet I do.
So 10 years ago yesterday, we started in New York City radio, and listening to our first show at WNEW. Wow, it's quite different than what we're doing today.
It's painful,
and a lot of people out there think we were never better than our WNEW days.
Well, of course, weren't we?
I think we needed the first 3 to 6 months to kind of warm up. And then I think we found our voices.
Mm-hmm.
I got to defend us because this is just horrible to listen to.
Do we?
And then there was no looking back after that point. But the first show, we were just so nice and just happy to be there.
It's
trying to be accommodating to everyone around us.
It's just awful to have to listen to. It really is.
Not for Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy loves it.
It's not that bad, actually. It's not.
The first Dice appearance. The first time Anthony did Dice in New York City radio.
It doesn't really sound much like Dice.
10 years ago.
What happened?
Yesterday, this went down.
You're unbelievable.
Oh! The Rock of New York, EMF, and Unbelievable.
With a little guest from Dice in there, when it used to be relevant, Opie. That's when I used to be a star. I could get into a club and knock him dead, Opie.
Yeah, what happened to you, Dice?
I don't know. Now I don't even get through the jokes no more. I go hickory dickory duck.
You know, last time I saw Dice, that's what he did. He doesn't even do his act anymore.
No, he doesn't.
He just kind of starts it off and figures everyone knows it, so why bother?
So I'm online with this chick at the bank, and I...
Wait a minute. Wasn't there more to that, Dice?
Exactly. I'm smoking a cigarette. This chick comes up to me, and I say...
What? Yeah. What, Dice?
It's really not that bad.
No, it's fine.
We said about 20 minutes ago that there's a break in here where Anthony's doing traffic.
Yeah.
We'll get to that a little later this morning, but Kevin has something to say about that. Kevin in Connecticut, what's up?
Hi, guys.
Hey, man.
Welcome back, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Anthony, you've come full circle, my friend. You started off doing the traffic, and now you're dating a hot girl in New York doing the traffic.
Oh, look at that.
See, you always had a thing for traffic, Anthony.
Yeah, something about that traffic just got me, I guess.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Kevin. And what's kind of interesting about Anthony doing dice, that became a regular thing. Club Soda Kenny heard that.
Yep.
And told the real Dice that there's someone in New York doing a very good impression of Dice. And then Dice finally came on our show, and, we had a good relationship with the guy over the years. All right, another break from 10 years ago. Anthony and I, first show, New York City Radio at WNEW.
Good afternoon, it's Opie and Anthony. Hola. Getting lots and lots of phone calls from all our old pals. This is kind of neat. It's like a homecoming, huh?
It certainly is.
No one was calling us.
Lots and lots of phone calls.
Absolutely no one was calling us. We were trying to make believe that we used to do New York City Radio, got kicked out, and now we're back. No one cared. We were just two new douches on the radio.
Douches.
Acting like we were returning heroes.
Oh, I don't...
The people that knew we were moving back to the New York area were our family and friends.
Yeah.
And we were getting those phone calls at our houses or in our hotel rooms.
Yeah, that's it.
But no one was calling the radio station saying, welcome back.
No.
We were never there.
Homecoming, huh?
It certainly is. And faxes.
Also, yeah, speaking of faxes, I want to say hi to Vince Skelsa.
Yeah, he faxed in a welcome.
He faxed us a welcome to NEW, best wishes. That is so cool.
It's not cool. He hated us. Vince Skelsa and the rest of them hated us.
Could not stand us.
And we hated them back. The only one we didn't hate was Scott Muni.
Yeah.
Who was a class act right to the end. But the rest of these guys, they hated us. They used to hang faxes in the studio saying, from listeners that just did not like us, didn't want us on WNEW. So these guys, instead of reading the faxes and maybe throwing them away, they actually, and this is a true story, Stunt Brain, they would hang them around the studio. So when we came in, we would have to see these faxes hanging there. They were a bunch of douches.
Douches.
Wishes. That is so cool. It's so weird to be here because, everyone in New York, I grew up listening to NEW.
Legendary station.
By the way, that's not true. I'm just calling it how I see it. I didn't listen to NEW. They were too eclectic for me.
Bunch of liars. We're just lying.
I listened to Long Island rock stations growing up. And I listened to talk shows. I listened to a lot of talk shows growing up. It's not true. This is not true.
You're making it look like you were just with your chin propped up in your hands staring at the radio, and now your local boy made good.
Yeah.
Local boy made good.
I listened to PLJ growing up. When they were like a rock station back then.
I grew up listening to NEW.
Legendary station.
And just to be walking around in these hallways the last 2 weeks and hanging out with Scott Muni and Carol Miller, it's just been surreal.
Scott's got some cool stories. He just doesn't tell on the...
No.
And I'm not going to take the liberty of, telling these stories.
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, why would you?
Why would I do that? Why would I add something interesting to the show?
I love the tease with no payoff. Wow, we're hearing unbelievable stories in these hallways, but
great.
But you know what? We can't say them on the air.
Oh, you ought to hear them.
That would be crazy.
Well, you just, you put it well, like a dyed-in-the-wool New Yorker. You were like, I don't want to take the liberty of saying that. You didn't want to take liberties.
Why take liberties?
Now someone tells us a story in the hall. We can't wait to get on. We'll push people out of the way to turn the mics on. Don't tell anyone, but they found a polyp. Oh, my God. Get us on the air.
Yeah.
Guess whose job is going to be open soon.
Right. We wouldn't even hesitate. Back then, we're hearing all sorts of crazy stuff, but it's not our place, guys, to tell these stories. Oh, my God.
We stink.
Take liberties.
In the air?
No.
And I'm not going to take the liberty of telling these stories.
Right.
Maybe one day we'll get him in here and he'll loosen up and tell them.
We would love to hear some of those stories.
Oh, my
on the
God.
air. His Keith Moon story is priceless.
Yeah.
So priceless that you're not going to hear it.
Yeah. Why tell it? I don't even remember what it is. I don't think it was that big anyway. I think they were just hanging out, drinking whiskey in his office.
I really don't remember.
Ooh.
I don't remember, but
It's not like they're out banging broads and getting into fights.
You didn't want to take liberties, and his story was priceless. The two of you should have charm bracelets on your wrists with grandchildren on them.
Yeah. We're just like two old yentas, old grandmothers, just talking about nothing.
Who was listening to this crap?
His Keith Moon story is priceless.
Yeah.
Truly priceless.
There could be no price put on it, Opie.
It's been fun
what you're
so
saying.
far. We'll keep it going.
Yes.
Certainly has.
Certainly has.
Certainly has.
And we'll keep it going.
It's been so much fun.
Yeah. How about we move on to other stuff?
I'll hear a little more. It's an anniversary.
Jimmy sucks. 10 years ago, Jimmy.
10 years.
I want to make sure people know that. 10 years ago, we sounded like this.
Also, did you hear about this, a day in the garden?
Yeah, what's going on here?
This is going to be very, very...
Well, I guess you haven't heard because you said, what's going on here?
What's going on here? In other words, I know exactly what this is, but, hey, what's going on? You tell everybody. Because we're just talking, me and you. There's no audience out there. It's
just trying to get the info out there to everybody.
You hear about this day in the garden? Yeah, what is that?
Well, it's a hacky concert they put together. That we had
hacky concert.
That we had to promote the hell out of.
El Stinko.
What's going on here?
This is going to be very, very cool. It's a music festival up there in that damn farm where it all started.
Yazger's Farm, man!
Yazger's Farm, yeah. Don't eat the brown acid. This year it's going to be don't eat the brown Viagra.
Did you see that jerk?
Good Lord.
And a man in my position can't afford to be made to look ridiculous.
Okay, terrific.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Where cakes for nothing.
My new favorite thing to pile on.
Yeah, the sound effect pile on. Yeah, let me tell you, people. Don't take that brown Viagra.
Hey, I sold it, though.
You certainly did.
I was very confident.
Don't eat the brown Viagra. Times have changed, you know. But 2 days, and Friday, August 14th, fine lineup. Don Henley, Stevie Nicks, Ziggy Marley, and 10 Years After. And then on Saturday...
What is fine about that lineup?
That's a fine lineup, oh.
I got to hear that fine lineup again.
Oh, that is a fine lineup.
Wait, let me...
2 days outdoors, and Friday, August 14th, fine lineup. Don Henley, Stevie Nicks, Ziggy Marley, and 10 Years After.
Oof. 10 Years After had one hit.
10 years.
Ziggy Marley never really made it. No. Stevie Nicks is now, even 10 years ago, was old and fat.
Oh, God, this is a fine lineup.
Well, Don Henley, don't forget. This is rocking.
Don Henley. Oof. Wow.
It's a fine lineup.
Wow.
There's only 4 bands you mentioned over 2 days.
Yeah. I know it's funny. We came from AF in Boston, and we were like playing Metallica, Nirvana, Disturbed, Rage Against the Machine, and now we're selling a 10 Years After concert like it's Kurt Cobain's last show.
Stevie Nicks, Ziggy Marley, and 10 Years After. And then on Saturday, Pete Townsend, Joni Mitchell, Lou Reed, Richie Havens.
Freedom!
I love the Woodstock movie to this day.
I bet Richie Havens.
You know what? I've never seen the Woodstock movie.
You are just full of... You're a liar. You're just a liar.
To this day, I think I've seen parts of it once.
But you love it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites to this day.
You're just full of crap.
I just wanted to be light.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't give a crap.
Freedom!
I love the Woodstock movie to this day.
I bet Richie Havens still has the same guitar. The one with the hole in it from the Woodstock movie.
Right. I said right because I don't even know what you're talking about. I'll be honest. Yeah, right.
And if let's go for let's have it. Now what?
Well, yeah, really.
What? Who cares?
Why do you care about his dumb guitar with a hole in it?
Oh, I don't know.
Who's enjoying that driving? Oh, yeah, I bet he does have the same guitar. Funny, I was thinking that.
You're a liar! You're a liar! Yeah, I'll just play that clip every time I'm lying. Goddamn liar! That's what I play now.
Still has the same guitar. The one with the hole in it from the Woodstock movie.
Goddamn liar!
He puts his Viagra in there. But tickets are going to go on sale.
I had to go with the Viagra because, you know, it worked so well the first time.
That's New York. You do callbacks.
Shut up, Jimmy.
Jimmy is the worst. He's just this pandering ass.
Viagra in there. But tickets are going to go on sale this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And right here on the radio, we're going to...
I'm laughing.
Oh, I know. The chuckling that's going on.
They're going to go on sale this Saturday at 10 a.m. And right here on the radio, we're going to be giving away tickets to the festival all weekend long.
Are we?
Tomorrow, right? Very good.
Very good.
Oh, man. Wow. Is this...
You're a liar!
This is painful.
You know, I want to, like, get out of my chair, walk over to E-Rock, and punch him in the face. Because E-Rock writes... Opie's intro to Dire Straits' song here.
Oh, no.
And then he has to write in parentheses, just an odd intro. What does that mean, E-Rock?
Let's say, what would you do if we could hop in the time machine and go back to this exact moment when this was happening?
A little Back to the Future action?
Yeah. We hop in the DeLorean, take off, 88 miles an hour.
Yeah.
We go back 10 years ago, and we walk into the studio and see that version of Opie and Anthony sitting there. What do we do?
Oh, we'd have to stop at the hardware store, get a couple sledgehammers.
Just come up behind them.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they see us, there's a problem. You could cause some kind of a time vortex.
I would grab my old self and just shake them and go, what are you doing?
Stop lying.
What are you doing?
I'd smack myself and go, stop laughing at everything.
Right.
Everything isn't that funny.
I would have said, what are you doing? Didn't want this job. You and Anthony wanted to work at K-Rock. They effed you at the last moment, so you had to take this stupid job.
At this
so that doesn't
awful
mean you have to
station.
make believe you like this crap.
Yeah. It's not a fine lineup.
We had the weirdest situation. We had K-Rock here in New York and NEW both wanting us. We believe to this day that Howard had something to do with us not getting afternoons at K-Rock at the last moment, whatever.
Yeah.
Water under the bridge. So then we had to go to NEW because we wanted to work in New York City.
Yeah. And boy, did that station need Viagra.
All right, let's hear the, according to E-Rock, the odd intro.
Odd intro.
1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Here's Dire Straits, The Walk of Life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock wasn't living at that place.
Dire Straits?
Yeah. Selling a Dire Straits song? All right. I don't think anyone wants to hear any more of this. From 10 years ago. So
I think a bit more when we come back. Just for the anniversary. It's a celebration.
It is a real celebration.
Yeah, look at all the balloons.
I'm getting some pal talkers saying, oh my God, Opie sounds like E-Rock when E-Rock does his radio guy thing.
We had a good thing going up there in Worcester, Massachusetts, and then we kind of threw all that out the window on the way home or something, and then we just like nice guys. We already started being dicks.
Yeah, what happened?
We were just scared.
We were real like asses in Massachusetts
At the end of our run,
yeah,
certainly.
I mean, we were pretty vicious.
Mm-hmm.
We'd gotten into battles with just about every jock up there.
Yeah.
Destroyed them.
Yeah.
We were nasty. We were getting in trouble all the time for a lot of sexual content and things like that. And then we sit down in the seats in New York and come off like Jimmy said, two grandmas. We should be knitting. This is awful.
I guess we just had to kind of wait it out. Because we didn't know what the landscape was whatsoever. Ugh. All right. Tim made this.
Oh, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. It's Opie and Anthony's 10th anniversary celebration.
You gotta love it, right? Yeah, it's New York. You know you're in New York.
Let's say hi to Sean in North Carolina. Sean.
Oh, you said that Rock didn't live at NEW. Apparently, neither did Talent.
Oh, Sean.
I miss Buzz Buckley.
Oh, Sean.
That's just hurtful.
I'm sorry I did that. Mike, Jersey.
Hey, I was going to say, it sounds like back then you guys just, it was just like background music. Like people would just have it on in the car and not really listen.
Just as talking noise. Right. Just to hear some type of words coming out of someone's mouth.
I think that's why the delivery was like this, because we wanted to just blend in with everything else.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Please don't listen to what I'm saying, because I know I'm saying nothing.
Yeah, don't listen.
That's what I'm pretty much saying by using this delivery, that this part of the radio show will be over soon, and we'll be back to your music.
Yeah.
You were bridging a little bit, trying to bridge people from what they were used to into what you were doing.
Yeah. Let's go to John in Connecticut. John?
Hey, I just tuned in. I just got up. Sorry, but is this the new show we're attacking? These guys are terrible. I didn't get the number, though. Let me call in. Punching out.
All right. All right, we'll have more audio from our first show in New York City.
What
10
a
years
treat.
ago yesterday.
Total treat.
Stephen S. from Bayshore, he's on fire today. He writes, Hey, Ope, at what point did you guys decide it would be a good idea to talk more? Because remember, we were explaining that yesterday, that we needed to talk more because the music wasn't getting the job done. So as you listen to this crap, Anthony and I decided not only we need to talk more, we need to be dropping music because we're just doing a really good job here.
I think we were listening to the PD a lot. I think he actually told us, look, talk about New York. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have to be so, open yourself up a little more. You don't have to be so shocking and things. I think we took his advice. Yuck.
Well, you're just trying to kind of connect a little bit.
I think we listened for like a week, and then we turned into the douches that we are today.
What do you think so far,
Not
Jimmy?
awful. It's just the two guys are a little nervous. I mean, because I met you not too long after, a couple of years after, I guess like 2000. So it's like you don't go from being bad to being as good as the show was in 2 years. It was just, probably first day jitters. You're coming out to a legendary music station. You're in the, I got to get, it's not like when you listen to the old stuff, you can tell you just like, hey, how are you? I'm good. Better now than I'm with you. Okay. It's like, you guys had settled down and, you're doing your thing.
Settle down.
He's already doing dice and, you get to see.
All right. We're revving up.
Yeah. It's hard to say your first day. I'd love to hear a week in. And hear how that happy to be there is kind of fading.
That's true.
Yeah. That would actually be the good audio.
Yeah.
Where did we make the turn? Actually, we have audio of the turn that we're going to get to maybe tomorrow. The famous Carol Miller tapes.
Yeah.
We weren't being polite or nice anymore.
No.
And this was probably a couple months in. So, Jimmy, this is pretty much what you're talking about. Where we made her, stay in the mailroom until we, walked past her and all sorts of crap. True stories, Stunt Brain. Stunt Brain's learning a lot by... hanging with us. You heard the stories, right? Over the years? They're all true, my friend.
Except for Opie making friends in the park.
Well, yeah.
That was just an outright lie. Friends. Buds in the park.
Welcoming us back on the phone. You made it seem like it was a hero's return.
Yeah.
Like we're finally back and they're coming up to me in the park going, really? You guys again?
All right. Congrats.
I'm a real treat making friends wherever I go.
Rollerblading, looking at topless chicks. It's madness already, folks. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Pandemonium.
All right, let's get back to the audio from 10 years ago.
107 WNEW, where rock lives, bad company, and can't get enough of your love.
Awful playlist. I hate NEW's playlist. Bad company. I never enjoy it.
Suppose you didn't say Bad Co.
Bad Co.
Little Bad Co. It's Bad Co from Bad Co off of Bad Co.
Your love. And unfortunately, I ran out of tokens anyway, so.
Oh, my God.
Okay, wait a minute. All right, Opie's getting up and he's leaving. He's leaving his post.
I know what this is about.
Wait a minute. E-Rock's just sitting there laughing.
Yeah.
He loves this stuff.
So you can't get enough of your love because I'm at a peep show. And, and I ran out of quarters.
It's all theater of the mind, Opie. You really painted a picture there.
So the loving is now gone.
Right.
Oh. No more loving for me.
And can't get enough of your love. And unfortunately, I ran out of tokens anyway, so we'll get into that break
I thought
on
it was
another
hysterical.
day, right?
You really thought it was funny.
I laughed at everything. I laughed at everything.
Can we hear Anthony's laugh again, please?
Jesus, Jimmy, thanks.
Look, Anthony knows comedy. What can I tell you?
Oh, yeah.
What can I tell you?
Out of tokens anyway, so we'll get into that break on another day, right?
Sure. Peakland.
Peakland rules.
It's like Disney here in New York.
Is it? Is it really like Disney?
Just like it, Ope.
Just like Disney.
Just like it.
It's called, though. They own 42nd Street now.
This is painful.
And another story we're going to get to another day because, you know, we don't want to give everybody the good stuff on day one.
I am a chuckling ass. Just, it doesn't matter what anyone is saying. They intended to be funny. I would just laugh. Let me feel better about myself and look at my girlfriend.
Aww! That makes us feel better about ourselves, too.
Yeah. See, kids, you could be somebody.
Jeez.
Like Disney here in New York.
Well, now the Disney stores are taking over the Peakland shops.
That's true. You really got to hunt to find them these days.
Times have definitely changed since the last time we were in New York, I must say.
Wait, hold on. What was that you had to hunt to find them these days?
Jimmy's got to pick up on every little nuance. You suck.
Hunt to find them these days.
These days.
And then I have to say times have changed since we were last in New York City. The last time I was in New York City was probably for a Deep Purple show when I was in high school.
Mine was a field trip to the Museum of Natural History when I was in the 6th grade.
We act
like I'm out, working the streets.
Yeah.
Hustling.
We act like we were always part of New York, but we had to go away for a few years.
Going to the city for me was going to Huntington Village. That was the city.
Times have changed since we were last in New York City.
Let me tell you, times have changed. I could come in without a permission slip.
I don't even think I ever spent a night in New York City before we got the job at NEW. What am I talking about?
We stink.
We would go on the Long Island Railroad to see a show at Madison Square Garden, and then we'd go home. What am I talking about? I wasn't part of this city.
Yeah, do you ever stay in?
No.
No, get on that
couldn't
train.
Afford it.
Get back to White Trashville.
All right, let's move on with this one.
It's Opie and Anthony, new guys at NEW.
What do you got there? I see a familiar name at the bottom of that phone.
Got a fax from Dave Herman.
Dave Herman sued us. What am I doing? He hated us too.
From day one, all of these classic jocks hated us.
And the only reason they were faxing and calling and stuff because they knew, they can't possibly be on the radio a week or two from now, so we should be polite and be nice to them.
We'll be nice because they're so bad, they're just going to get the boot.
True story, Dave Herman sued us.
Yeah.
For millions of dollars. He hated our guts.
They started hanging up faxes.
I said, I told
you did? Yeah, that people... They were awful to us.
Yeah.
They hated us.
From day one.
What were we trying to schmooze them for?
Because...
we were nice. We were the new guy.
No, because anyone who was listening to NEW back then loved these jocks. For what reason, I really couldn't tell you.
And then we realized we had to just purge those people.
Right. But we had to kind of fit in with these guys, so we figured if talking nice about us, we should let everyone out there know. Look, they like us, so maybe you should like us too.
Yeah, you please like us.
It was all psychological.
Please like us.
But Herman hated us. He sued us.
It's Opie and Anthony, new guys at NEW.
What do you got there? I see a familiar name at the bottom of that phone.
Got a fax from Dave Herman.
Wait a minute,
O&A, you guys sound...
What?
Here's how it works. Here's how it worked at NEW. Opie and Anthony sat across from each other. They look at each other, and there was a couple of feet of space. So how was Opie holding a paper? And you going, hey, what is that? There's a familiar name at the bottom. How would you, I don't understand. First of all, how would you, A, see any of it? But B, how would you only see Dave Herman at the very bottom when he's facing it away from you? How did that happen?
It's called theater of the mind.
I
Jimmy.
don't know, Jimmy. I'm trying to think now and figure out how I saw that name.
We were just bestest pals back then.
Oh, yeah.
Now we just hate each other. We're doing this for a paycheck. All right, I said it. But I said it.
Jeez. What happened?
Hey, what have you got there, Ope? Now that,
Hey.
CW from Scranton writes, hey, what have you got there, Ope? Oh, I've got a telegram from Gerald Ford.
By the way, Travis points out something good, apparently.
Yeah.
Did Anthony say peep shows are taking over and then agrees with Opie and says you can't find them anymore?
Oh, did I? Why wouldn't I just agree? Agree. Be likable.
Agree. Laugh.
Agree,
laugh. As I'm sitting there, please like me.
Hey, what's that little thing there jotted down in the corner that I can't see, but yet I know it's a familiar name? Why don't
Familiar name on there, Opie. What is that? Yeah.
Sitting across from each other and papers away from you. You picked up on that. And you asked about that. You didn't say, hey, what's the Dave Herman thing about? What is that?
What is that? Hey, it looks like a familiar name on there. I'm setting it up for something big.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you tell everybody what that is? What is it, a subpoena? Oh, God, what phonies. What phony crocks of crap we were.
Look, I could say this much. Dave Herman did hate us, and he had a guy. I could say this much. He had a guy that was pretty much wire tapping us.
I was taping our conversations.
I swear, yes. And this guy acted like he was our pal, and he was secretly taping Anthony and I in the studio when we weren't on the air.
Off mic.
Talking badly about everybody, and obviously the court said, "Look, this is wiretapping.
Yeah.
You can't use this in the case.
Inadmissible."
But it is a fact. Somebody was taping us when we weren't on the air. This was the real environment we were in.
Agree. Laugh.
It's Opie and Anthony, new guys at NEW.
What do you got there? I see a familiar name at the bottom of that.
Got a fax from Dave Herman. O&A, you guys sound great. Welcome to the team. Very cool.
Thanks, Dave.
And,
wow.
And Vince Skelsa, he sent in a fax to welcome us. Carol Miller popped her head in.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Pigg's roaming the hallways, and he's given us his best so far.
Scott's
talking about his ball cancer. Enough about your dumb ball cancer. That's what he talked about.
I like giving us.
I survived ball cancer.
Giving us
Did
his
ya?
best so far. Listen to the way you said so far.
So far.
Giving us his best so far. Listen to the way you said that.
And you know how radio works? These guys were complimenting us and stuff because they knew, look, they ain't going to last.
Yeah.
We feel sorry for them. Little did they know.
Exactly. You would destroy the empire they had built their whole lives.
Yes.
Agree, laugh.
Laugh, agree, laugh.
Laugh. Time to agree. Please like me. Agree, laugh.
Oh.
And he's given us his best so far.
Scott's been in his office listening. He waited till we were on the air to check out what we were doing. And it's cool because if you ever saw Scott's office, oh my God, it is like a rock and roll museum in there.
We can make a lot of money. Just put the velvet ropes up in front of his office, and we could charge admission.
Let people go in there, and you can tell them about what the pictures are.
Yeah.
Here's where I was pretty intoxicated with Keith Moon.
That's what he told us today.
I thought I wasn't going to tell the story.
Oh my God, that's what he told us today.
Laugh, agree. Scotzo was in his office listening to this. I'm surprised it didn't end like Brooks in Shawshank. Swinging from an I-beam. I can't take this. They've destroyed my station.
Look how excited I am because Anthony told a story that Scott Muni actually told us.
He told us today.
He knows. That's how it used to be.
I mean, how many people have a picture with Keith Moon?
Not many.
A lot, probably.
Out of all the
He was in the Who. What do you think?
How many people have a picture with Keith Moon? Hundreds of thousands, perhaps.
Yeah, but that was still cool to me.
Well, that's the picture right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put that up on onaradio.com today.
It's very cool, but he's acting
it
as
is
a
a
Honus
cool
Wagner
picture.
card.
Honus Wagner card.
God Almighty! How many people have circled the moon while Aldrin and we get it? It's a lot.
It's just. I was very happy. Agree.
No, not a bad word to say about Scott Muni. The guy was a class act.
I never met him.
It was the other guys.
Is that Keith Moon holding the microphone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Not many, you know. Out of all the people, because I grew up listening to NAW, of all the people
You're a liar!
I was nervous to meet around here. I mean, Carol Miller was cool, and Dave Herman, and Tony Pigg, and the rest. Scott Muni.
Yeah.
It was just like, hi, Scott, how are you?
Legend, man.
Yeah, don't worry, we won't blow up this place on you.
But you did.
We won't? We absolutely did.
You did.
We blew the place up on everybody.
Exactly.
Don't worry, we won't blow this place up on you.
Don't worry, you've been playing rock and roll for 40 years. You're leaving it in good hands.
That's going to come to an end.
A mere 4 years later. What are they doing now? Fresh? Yeah, we didn't blow it up, huh?
Your name should have been the Molotov and Cocktail Show.
Wow, if that wasn't telling, huh? Don't worry, we won't blow up this place.
And then we
exactly what we did.
Just blow it up.
Hi, Scott, how are you?
Legend, man.
Yeah, don't worry, we won't blow up this place on you. You know?
I know, it's scary.
Because he goes, I'm going to be listening to your first show today.
I said, oh, no.
I said, please don't be harsh. He goes, no, I won't be harsh. It's all fun, all fun. I'm like, okay, thank you, Mr. Muni. I'm going to go hide in this corner for a little longer before our first air shift at NEW.
Laugh, agree.
Laugh.
How much
Please
fun
like
was
me.
it?
Please like me. Please like me. One flag of fun.
Woodstock!
Yeah.
Not too intimidating around here, huh?
No, not at all.
Hey, the management of NAW wants us to do traffic. So, Anthony, the traffic report for all the fine folks on the highways and byways.
All right, the traffic is pretty much in the same spots it's been for the past couple of years. You were in traffic yesterday, you're in today, same places.
So basically, traffic stinks once again today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that was us being edgy.
That was our first edgy break ever.
This was us, like, going against management because they really want us to do traffic. So we're like, watch what we do with this one. Watch what we do.
Oh, God.
Time for one more before a break.
Crazy you guys lasted past this first whirlwind day.
Hey, this next break, it's just labeled Anthony Takes a Cab.
Oh, Christ. What? Is this another look at me, I'm a New Yorker kind of break? Fantastic. Anthony takes a cab. Anthony buys a wiener on the roadside. Wow. I'm just being a New Yorker.
Anthony takes a horse and carriage ride.
Yeah, look at
that's
me.
What New Yorkers do. It's going to take in a ball game.
Yeah. Anthony goes to Broadway. Oh, this is terrible.
Because they wanted us to sound like New Yorkers.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to...
And then this turned into eventually me hailing a cab in Nazi regalia to see if I could get a cab before a black guy.
Yeah.
See?
That video does very well, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
It's up on YouTube. Maybe we can link it. ONARadio.com. Anthony Takes a Cab. This is 10 years ago. If you're just tuning in, we found out it's our 10-year anniversary being in New York City radio, even though we've only done about 7 years and 9 months of actual radio. But we started 10 years ago yesterday and today.
Speaking of traffic,
yeah,
did I beat you to the studio today?
You did. It's, big story in the news is all the cars that are coming into Manhattan these days.
Yeah.
It's just amounts of cars. You can't
These
drive.
days?
Especially.
What is... I can't get through a minute of this audio. I can't get through it without commenting. What am I talking about?
It was headline news. A lot of cars today, folks. Read all about it.
Let me let people in on a little secret. A lot of cars in New York City.
These days.
I remember a few months back, nothing. It was apple carts that people were pushing down the streets. Don Corleone was getting some fruit. What? Big news there, Opie. Let me tell you. A lot of cars these days.
I don't.
What?
I don't think I've ever been more uncomfortable.
A dick.
These days.
Yeah.
There's just huge amounts of cars. You can't drive, especially in the middle of the day. It's crazy.
Well, a lot of people want to get to know us and stuff. And let me one thing.
Do they?
Do they really? Do they really want to get to know us?
Oh, do they really want to get to know us? A lot of people.
Jimmy, what do you got on that? I'm saying people really want to get to know us.
People really want to get to know us.
Why don't you tell the fine folks out there a little bit about Opie and Anthony?
Well, they probably want to know, like, who are these two tools wasting my time? I have to know who they are.
What do they have to know?
This is so bad. We're just lying.
Not a lot of people.
You're a liar.
This is some of the most dishonest radio I've ever heard because it's not us.
Yeah.
We're not acting or talking like us.
Yeah.
We're just telling lies about what we've done to try to sound more New York.
We're acting like we showed up and it was like the Beatles. Like we had to kind of run into the building to start our radio show. Of course. And they're pounding on the windows.
People just wanted to meet us and see us.
And phones
listen.
are ringing. They just need to soak up everything Opie and Anthony. Our phones were like this. Our phones weren't even ringing.
No, and the ones that were, it was an occasional call that said, "Shut up and play the music."
Yeah.
Why don't you guys just shut up and play the music?
Well, we're telling everyone, everyone needs to know everything about us.
Were we doing live calls at that point, or were we still recording calls and playing them? We were recording calls.
Were we?
Because we were, if we took them live, it was just, you guys suck.
Yeah.
Get off the air.
And then we'd hear the fax machine start, revving up, and we would both just stare at it.
Oh, here comes a compliment. I know
I wonder what this is.
I know someone's going to be saying something really nice through their fax.
Well, it's a deli menu.
It's so weird.
It's
to hear
crazy.
Fax, by the way. To hear you guys saying fax so much.
Yeah.
No one faxes and stuff. It's amazing, like in the last 10 years, how much things have changed.
This was really at the end of the Hulk's run.
People ask you today, like, do you have a fax? No.
Fax? What?
My house? No.
Well,
why would I?
Sometimes you got to fax contracts back and
Yeah,
forth.
you always
It's the only
do.
reason I have one.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably right to have one.
You should have one just for that. I know Bob's always yelling at us for not having, or not us, you, and Opie.
Whatever.
I don't have a 4-foot bill. Foot bill.
4-foot bill? I don't have one of those either. I don't even know what it is.
I like to play foot bill.
Foot bill.
Fax. What is that? I don't even know how much money I make. I really don't. I have no clue. I ask Anthony every once in a while, and he tells me. I'm like, oh, okay.
Not as much as a couple of months ago,
Whoa,
apparently.
hey! Hey!
You can't drive, especially in the middle of the day. It's crazy.
Well, a lot of people want to get to know us and stuff. And let me tell you one thing. Opie, that's me. Okay, we're staying in hotels right now in the city. Opie likes to walk to NEW. Likes to walk the 12 to 14 blocks. Anthony, the lazy one, doesn't like to walk to the
I'm not
studios.
lazy. I'm just doing things right up to the minute, so I want to jump into a cab and get here. I'm online. I'm doing things.
So Opie gets to see all the fine sights of New York City, and Anthony, I don't know, he's in a smelly cab.
So, but if Anthony's, wouldn't he also be seeing?
I could see.
Seeing what's
There are windows in a cab, Opie.
Trunk? like a hostage?
Right.
And what's with my whole, I'm doing things. I'm online. It's that voice I put on.
I'm trying to convince everyone I'm a true New Yorker.
You're walking your rollerblade, you're making buds.
I'm taking it all in.
Yeah, you're soaking it in, man. I'm walking the streets.
Yeah.
Oh, where was a homeless guy to just cave your head in? Should have had your hat removed at some point.
It's of New York City, and Anthony, I don't know, he's in a smelly cab. And
yeah, I gotta listen to this.
Hi, this is Joan Rivers. Buckle up for safety.
Great.
Hi, this is Judd Hirsch. I know a little something about taxi cabs.
Like, all right, enough. I heard that 8 billion times. Oh, this one.
Oh, it's the Catwoman. Buckle up for safety.
Oh, God, can you get some more celebrities, please? Enough. I've only heard those three.
But about 2 blocks from the station, I actually passed your cab.
Yeah, I looked out the window. It's like Opie.
Can I tell you something? That didn't happen. That didn't happen.
More lies.
Anthony did not pass me in a cab as I was walking. You know what the odds of that would be?
2 to 1.
You liar! See, I needed to say that to make our point that cars move really slow in Manhattan.
Yeah.
I actually passed your cab.
Yeah, I looked out the window. It's like Opie.
Right.
Wait a minute.
We left at the same time.
Same time.
Yeah.
It took me, I think, 10 minutes to get a cab.
Uh-huh.
And then I told him where we were going. He turns the corner. Dead stop traffic. Oh, there goes Opie walking by. Bye.
It was a free ride for me.
Were you even staying in the city at a hotel? I don't even think you were.
No, I wasn't. I was in Huntington. Yeah, because I had already gotten a house for rent.
We're just lying to be liked.
Opie was staying in a hotel. I wasn't. I was staying. I had already rented a house, so I was driving in. So I was driving in every day.
Right.
Bye. It was a free ride for me. You $10. Mm-hmm. All right. How are the rest of the faxes?
Good.
Yeah, right.
Oh, except for this one. Oh, good, and this one. And this one.
Well, we're warming up.
At least we kind of acknowledged the fact that we were getting bashed on the fax machine.
We're warming up a little bit.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe we'll play a few more after the break. There is one that says summer songs, fudgy wudgy bars.
You didn't bring back the fudgy wudgy bar from...
E-Rock,
oh, it's me talking about fudgy wudgy bars?
Also, we discussed the weather for 2 minutes and 37 seconds.
Get out of here. Oh, stinkeroo.
New movie's coming out, and I have a cute story about getting a speeding ticket.
We'll be nostalgic.
Anything you want to say, E-Rock? What's on the way here?
No, it speaks for itself.
All right, it's Opie and Anthony, 877-212-0-A, some audio from 10 years ago. Pressed.
I'm all flustered.
I know.
I'm all flustered. I don't know what I should sound like.
You know how many times I thought in the last hour and a half that I'm just a fraud?
A fraud? That's a good word for it.
What am I doing? Ugh. All right, we go back in time. 10 years ago, we did our first show for New York City because everyone was just clamoring for us.
Oh, yeah.
They were writing and going, where are those Opie and Anthony guys? We need them here in New York City.
Yep.
Oh, now they're here. Thank God. Thank God. They're here to save radio. That's what we were hoping.
God.
The next break, we talk about summer songs, I guess, and fudgy wudgy bars. This is us 10 years ago, today and yesterday or something.
1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Spin Doctors, Little Miss Can't Be Wrong from 1992. I got to mention, back in 1992, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing that song on the beat.
Really? Really?
Hope's just being a rock jag.
Really? I had to mention that one? That was pertinent information for everybody out there.
Little Miss Can't Be Wrong. You know, back in 92, coming at you.
What's wrong with informing people about the music?
Got it.
No, what's wrong? No,
got it.
No one gives a crap. They don't care.
Go anywhere without hearing that song on the beaches of New York.
That was the summer song.
And now I gotta bring in the beaches of New York because we're talking about all of New York. We took care of the cabs, Central Park, the peep shows, Times Square. Now it's time to talk about the beaches because we know New Yorkers go to the beaches too.
Sure. Let's try to hit everything. And again, I'm just agreeing.
Yeah. Next break, we're going to talk about skyscrapers. Why did they hire us? How desperate were they?
I thought we were good in Boston, but...
No kidding.
What happened?
That was the summer song that year.
Of 1992, I do believe. I wonder what this year's song's going to be. No songs, stand out yet.
Was I pondering that? Was I actually pondering
Can you put this picture up? Of Anthony and I with the lead singer of the Spin Doctors.
Bloated Anthony.
Oh, Chris, right?
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's really cool.
We've seen him over the years. ONARadio.com. We'll put some of these older pictures up. Ugh.
Christ.
Don't stand out yet. As far as that one killer summer song. Remember Come On Eileen?
Yeah.
That was a summer song. Right?
Why are you laughing?
Why would I laugh at Come On Eileen?
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, I remember that, Opie. Oh, Jesus. Oh, just laugh. Laugh because you're uncomfortable.
And I'm trying to, sound sexy for everybody.
Yeah.
But that's...
Don't want to be too harsh with the delivery,
What is it, Jim? Why don't you tell us what it is, Jim?
I'm only saying, I've been listening. My ears have been working for 39 years.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of conversations. And I want to congratulate you two on the most inane conversation I've ever heard. That's a summer song. I remember.
Yeah.
He's talking about
where rock lives. Does it live here and it doesn't live anywhere else?
No.
What does that say for every other radio station that's playing rock? What does that mean, where rock lives?
You're just audio diarrhea. That's what this is.
Just creating water cooler talk. Oh, did you hear their break on summer songs? Oh, you got to listen to these two.
That's these guys. You can't turn them off. I was sitting in my car in front of work. I had to be in.
You should have heard their Spin Doctor break. It's one for the ages. I got to tell you.
I couldn't get out of my car. I was late for work. I had to know how is this going to end. Hopefully with a firing.
And just when you thought they couldn't get crazier, they mentioned Come On Eileen.
And Anthony and me at the same time were just laughing and laughing. He's on the radio laughing. I'm in my car just laughing.
Were you really laughing there, Ann? I didn't catch that.
Oh, please play it again.
I'd love to hear that again, Hope, if you don't mind.
Summer songs. I mean, summer songs. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Summer song. Remember Come On Eileen?
Yeah.
That was a summer song. Right?
Yeah. Come on. I would like to know what you're laughing at.
What the heck? There better have been something funny going. Someone better have hit someone with a pie. Maybe that's what happened. It was a visual gag that didn't play for the radio. Someone got hit with a big cream pie in the face, and I started laughing. Because there's no way I should be laughing from Opie just saying, Come On, Eileen.
And it was contagious because then other people were laughing.
God, I just want to go back and punch me in the face.
Why?
Because I stunk.
No, you didn't. You were just having fun.
Shut it.
You made a joke, you laughed.
Yeah. That was a summer song. Right?
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, good song, but wherever you went that year.
But it wasn't a good
That
song.
was the summer song.
As you're laying on Jones Beach.
See, now let's go.
Here we
local.
go.
Not only are we talking about beaches, now we got to mention Jones Beach because that's a local beach. I don't think you've ever laid on Jones Beach in your life.
Passed out, maybe. At least not. Whenever he was on Jones Beach, he always had a collared shirt and boots on and jeans.
This Nick from Connecticut has it absolutely down. He hit the nail on the head. Nick.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I was just listening. I noticed, Anthony, from those old clips, it's exactly what's going on there. You just have a nervous tick, and the only thing you can do is laugh.
Yes, I'm laughing out of being nervous and being uncomfortable, and I feel I have to just laugh at everything.
Yeah, Nick's on to it. It was pretty much, I can't believe that we're here. This is insane.
Come on, Eileen. And here's what's going on in my head. Why did he say that? I better laugh so people think what was just said is funny.
We're laughing inside our brains. We have no business being here.
For saying nothing.
As you're laying on Jones Beach here in Fudgy Wudgy Bars. Fudgy Wudgy Bars.
It's going to be back, isn't it?
Ooh, wow. Did you just say it's good to be back, isn't it? No, it isn't. This is as painful as our first show ever.
No, it's
maybe even more because we had been in radio for years already.
No way. Although I do. This is fun. Yeah, to play that, I want to hear this joke.
Listen to what song is on.
It just makes
you laugh. Hysterical.
It just makes you
Come
laugh.
on. Oh, is that funny?
Oh, wow, you gotta be kidding me.
It's so funny.
It just brings laughter, this song. Oh, are you laughing out there? Are you?
Well, as Opie did say, it is a good song.
No, that was the worst. It was almost, you couldn't believe that even that. It was like your mouth opened and things just came out of it.
People are complaining they're getting douchey wooshy chills. Douchey wooshy. Horrid.
Brendan from Long Island writes, Opie sounded like Samantha from Sex and the City when he described, "Come on, Eileen." Speaking of.
Horrible.
Well, why don't we play this next break? We're almost done for today.
Oh.
The next break, we discussed the weather.
Yeah, at least it was a quick little hit on the weather.
Yeah.
Where rock lives, Led Zeppelin, of course. I got to remind the people, all right, when you hear It's Only Rock and Roll by the Rolling Stones, later this hour, be the 10th caller, and you've got a
hacky radio contest. We were doing hacky radio contest.
Hack. Hey, when you hear it, I'll get the TSL up. People spend more time listening.
We're looking to build Q.
Yeah.
What?
Or be the 10th caller.
I hope I choke on this cantaloupe.
You've got a 4-pack of tickets to see
4-pack.
A 4-pack.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll by the Rolling Stones. Later this hour, be the 10th caller, and you've got a 4-pack of tickets to see Don Henley, Pete Townsend, Stevie Nicks, and Joni Mitchell Friday, August 14th, and Saturday, August 15th. It's a day in the garden at Yasgur's Farm, Bethel, New York. And I hope it's not hot as hell like today.
Ho, the baked today, Opie.
Why did I say that?
The big what?
The baked apple. I was trying to be sarcastic. That's the only defense I'll give myself. I was trying to sound like one of those puker jocks, not knowing that Opie was already doing a great job.
He's referring to, every time it got really hot, because New York City is known as the Big Apple, but we barely say that anymore in New York City, that the apple would now be baked because it's so hot. And the front page of the newspapers back in the day would show like an apple, kind of like, a baked apple, because it was so hot.
Yeah.
So hot.
You should have said the stinky apple. You know why?
Why, Jimmy?
Because this stinks.
It's so bad.
Hot as hell like today.
Ho, the baked apple today, Opie.
Yeah, we should introduce ourselves because it's our second day. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey, what's...
Oh, so this is
second day, too.
Wow.
So now we're going to rule.
Wow, we got to introduce ourselves because, the word is out. I've been listening to these guys, but I don't know their names. I just need to know more.
It's our second day. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? It sucks outside.
Hot town, summer in the city.
What? Were you too far to punch me? Were you too far away? I can't remember the console. Perhaps you were just too far away to lean over and bitch slap me.
When are they going to build that time machine? When?
You're kidding.
I'm going to go home and I'm going to be very depressed today.
Yeah, I was kidding, but I don't think people really knew I was kidding. And I really sounded stupid.
What's up?
What's up? It sucks outside.
Hot town, summer in the city. Opie, whoa, that temperature sure is going up the old thermometer today. It's the baked apple.
But
how tired are you hearing that?
Well, we're very prepared for the heat wave in the city because we were watching the new news today on Channel 2.
No, every newscast.
Oh, I thought it was just Channel...
we still do this break today. Oof.
Yeah, uh-oh.
The old hits hot break.
You drill that into the goddamn ground.
This could be
I almost
embarrassing.
dropped the F-bomb.
This could be embarrassing because I think we did this break still.
Every newscast.
Oh, I thought it was just Channel 2.
Top story, telling us things that I think are common sense. Make sure you drink plenty of fluids. You might be thirsty, and unless we told you, forget to drink. So we're here to let you know. We're like comfortable clothing.
I saw somebody ready to leave in a parka this morning, and I said, hey, it's going to be pretty hot. Maybe you ought to wear something light. And he said, hey, thank you. I probably would have died.
Yeah, I don't understand why they have to go on the news and state the obvious. Drink plenty of fluids, wear the light, comfortable clothing.
Yeah.
What about this one? Check on the elderly.
Check the elderly.
They shouldn't be outdoors today. You know, if you made it to 80, 85 years old, you know how to handle yourself in the heat, right?
I think there's probably been a couple of heat waves that they've lived through.
Right.
You know, and the other one is don't overexert yourself. You know, if you planned on lifting a few cars in this heat, don't do that.
I thought we were going to run a marathon in Central Park today. Mm-hmm. Today's the perfect day, right?
And no alcohol.
No alcohol.
And I don't understand this because in the wintertime, when you get the first snowfall and they go through the laundry list of things to do when it snows, they also tell you don't drink.
They just
when the hell are we supposed to drink?
Yeah, they just don't want us to drink anymore.
I think that's it. Hey, it's a mild day in the 70s, and remember, no alcohol.
Right.
Well, wait a minute. I want a beer.
I like a wobbly pop every once in a while.
Oh, my God, no.
Oh, no. Perhaps the time to drink is during the show. If you're listening.
Wobbly pop.
Yeah, I knew.
What was that?
I knew Jimmy couldn't leave that one alone.
Well, Jimmy, if you need to know, a wobbly pop is a beer because if you have enough of them, you start wobbling around as you try to walk.
Ew.
Why not just say a Lopewiser?
I wanted wobbly pop to catch on. Knowing how much of a douche I really am, I wanted that to catch on. I wanted people to just kind of walk around New York pointing at me, hey, wobbly pop.
You're the wobbly pop guy.
Is that like a weird... I never heard of that term before. Is that like saying, I'm going to get a brew? Like it's just another word for a beer?
I think brewski.
But it's kind of like the same vibe?
Ugh.
I never heard wobbly pop.
I want a beer.
I like a wobbly pop every once in a while, especially on a Friday.
I found it
So
funny.
you'll hear that ad nauseum for the next couple of days because it's going to be hot.
Well, the best is when they show the graphic and they just
Relax, you
baked apple.
Yeah.
It's not the Big Apple anymore. It's the baked apple this weekend. So,
And there's a fat person alert today. Stay clear. Fat people could explode in the city today. Very hot.
How hot is it?
That's right, Opie. Oof, I can't even look at you. I'm embarrassed.
Who thought this crap was going to work? What's wrong with everybody? All right, we're almost done.
When did we turn the corner?
When they
Question is, when will you?
when they wheeled in that first case of Budweiser.
Yeah, maybe that had something to do with it.
It's not that bad. I would love to really trash it, but it's like, yeah.
This was before the big
It's not
meeting.
that good either, though.
This was before the big meeting that me and Ope had when we decided we were not going to listen to management. Remember that?
But you got to also understand, we just got fired. We just blew up our careers, so we had to kind of listen to everybody around us, and then we started realizing, oh my God, we're gonna be out of New York radio within months if we continue like doing this horse, you know what,
horrid radio.
So then we're like, we have nothing to lose, so why don't we use our real voices again, like we were doing up there in Worcester. Here's us talking about new movies coming out.
All right,
a couple new movies out.
What do you got?
Out of Sight, George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez. I love Jennifer Lopez.
I don't.
No, you don't.
I don't like Jennifer Lopez.
Once
I
again,
never liked Jennifer Lopez.
You're lying.
Because that was the thing to say. I always thought her ass was fucking huge.
Hey, wait a minute. Easy with the language there.
Sorry.
You're lying again.
Yes. Yeah. Her ass was way too big. I hated Jennifer Lopez.
But I liked the delivery.
Oh, I love Jennifer Lopez. Couple new movies out.
What do you got?
Out of Sight, George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez. I love Jennifer Lopez. I want to stalk her. She was in town. I tried to find her, but no luck.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with Dr. Dolittle, though.
Yeah, so do I.
Eddie Murphy's new movie. Depending on what paper you read today, it's not looking good at all.
He's really taking that Robin Williams tack, where he's just grabbing up these lame movies.
Right.
Like that.
Right.
I don't know. Chris Rock as the hamster?
Yeah, I'm going to go see it just to see Chris Rock as the hamster. We got to get him on our show again.
I hear he studied...
Do we have to get him?
Do we, you douche? Do we? Oh, we gotta get up.
This is awful.
Here's something. I don't think we ever had Chris Rock on the show.
No.
I think the first time he did our show was when he sat there.
Gotta get him on again.
A few months ago. Yeah, because...
Yeah.
Because, we're friends. He doesn't know we're back in New York yet. He probably couldn't get through on the fax because all the NEW legends were faxing their congrats. We gotta get him back on the show, Jimmy.
Chris Rock, here it is, Sean the producer saying, Chris Rock is the hamster. Wow, that's my requirement for seeing a movie. You were so excited. This is awful. Holy God.
See Chris Rock as the hamster. We got to get him on our show again.
I hear he studied for that by hanging out with Richard Gere.
No, I didn't do a Richard Gere hamster joke.
10 years ago.
Doesn't matter. It was hack 10 years ago.
It's not as bad as it would be.
It does matter, Jimmy.
No, 10 years ago.
It does matter.
Gives it a little leeway.
Steve from Bayshore is saying, I can't even take notes on this crap. He uses the other word for the rundown. He says he can't even take notes on this.
Mm-hmm.
It's that awful.
I went back to the studio yesterday and took some pictures of where we used to sit. I think they're up on ONARadio.com.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Got to get him on our show again.
I hear he studied for that by hanging out with Richard Gere. Is that true?
I don't know.
I read that somewhere.
Thanks for the laugh, Hope.
Yeah, well. Needed something.
Yeah, well.
It needed something.
You punch it up for me.
Yeah, I was trying to.
We sure could have used this.
Speaking of Richard Gere, haven't seen him around lately. Because I'm all about town.
Ugh, I hate myself.
You didn't see him while you were walking around to work?
No.
And I was in the cab?
This is the last one for today. We can't do any more.
Thank you.
And then maybe tomorrow we'll show you where things did change.
Yeah.
We have to do this tomorrow because we want to leave them at this point.
We need some vindication.
We got the Carol Miller tapes where we just slammed everybody. Everybody. We finally had it with everyone. That was definitely the turning point. The turning point was that big mess they put together, celebrating, I think, 40 years of
you're right.
Of WNEW.
The history of the Rock of New York or
they
something.
Called it the evolution or
we were calling it the air pollution of the Rock of New York. It was the evolution of the Rock of New York.
And it was so effed up because all the other jocks were playing it, straight.
Yeah.
Like, they were really into it, and Anthony and I were like, this is horse crap.
Yeah, because they were changing the format.
Right.
And we couldn't understand why they were celebrating this format that they're throwing away.
Right.
Like, it's such a great thing, then why are you throwing it away?
Right, and then the jocks just really got pissed because we weren't taking it seriously.
Really started hating us.
And, I'll give her some credit. Carol Miller was the only brave enough to say it to our face. The rest were doing it behind the scenes in, offices and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the last one for today.
Faxes are spilling out like crazy. So far, we're finding...
They're not.
Like crazy, Ope.
Well, no. You say that when...
Are you saying you were lying?
Yes.
Wow. That never happened back then.
When you hear, faxes are spilling out like crazy, that means the fax machine probably isn't even on.
There's no paper in it.
Right.
Faxes are spilling out like crazy. So far, we're finding out that the cops like us.
I like that.
We like that a lot.
I'm a supporter of the police.
We're all supporters of the police here at NEW.
My first PBA card, I think.
There were times you would speed.
Right.
I think you have more speeding tickets than I've ever gotten.
I got...
Yeah, that's weird because, that has completely changed. I got 3 speeding in 3 states within 10 days. That's my record.
Are we actually taking up on this break?
Huh?
Are we actually retaking up this break now?
What do you mean?
You started from 10 years ago, that clip, and now we just talk about it.
Oh, no. Let it play out. Let it play out.
I think you have more speeding tickets than I've ever gotten.
I got 4 speeding tickets in a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's why I'm glad I'm back in the New York area, because there's not many...
See, and I just lied to everyone out there. I said 3 tickets in 10 days.
Of course you didn't.
I'm just a liar.
That's why I'm glad to be back.
What?
Did you get 3 in 10 days or no?
I don't think it was a year and a half. Who knows what to believe?
Are you lying now, or are you?
I don't know. I don't even know, Jimmy.
Opie's just a compulsive liar.
I don't know. Who am I?
But it's not. Why would you lie about that? It's such an unimportant thing to lie about.
No. I just went on live and said, no, I got 3 speeding tickets in 10 days. And then we played the tape from 10 and I said 3 speeding tickets in a year and a half. Like, that is like, whoa, well, he's out of control.
Yeah.
How is that out of control? That's pretty average.
But the way you just said it may seem like you got the record. Like, I know the record stands as such because I have 3 in 10 days. You even had the states. Well, you know, it's funny because the time zone breakdown. And you're like, I don't know if that's true.
Yes. That's why I'm glad I'm back in the New York area, because there's not many places you could speed anymore.
That's true.
So I'm going to be safe for a while.
Not in downtown.
Right. But if you want to send a fax to the pile, 212-9...
To the pile. To the big pile.
Giant pile.
So many faxes, I can't even see Anthony anymore.
And he meant if you want to send a fax to the pile of crap that's talking, meaning the show. Ugh.
Wow. 10 years ago, our first show in New York City.
Oh, God damn. The disc just got thrown, E-Rock.
Thanks, E-Rock.
E-Rock, you've culled some great stuff for us. Thank you.
We're going to start with this. We've been looking back at our first show in New York City 10 years ago. We played every clip except for one.
Oh, well, now why?
We weren't allowed to play this clip over there, even though it originally happened on regular radio.
Why is that?
Because there was an Asian thing.
Oh, my fucking God. Oh, my fucking God.
I thought the horror was over.
So we have one more clip to play for everybody.
No.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you over there, Jimmy, because I knew you would lose your mind.
I really wouldn't, though. It's not. It's just
ridiculous.
It is what it is.
Stop already.
It
goes with the whole thing we were talking about with the Catch a Predator and, you know, executives just folding like tents left and right. They gotta stop folding to these special interest groups, and then we could go back to doing what we know. Go back to doing what we know
how to do.
Works. How to do.
Right.
Sure.
It'll never change, though, because they're just cowards. That's why they're on the outside doing what they do.
Yep.
Well, the XMers get a bonus track. Bonus track. Bonus track. 10 years ago, Anthony and I did our first show in New York City. Played just about all these clips earlier. We have one more to play. Anthony doing his President Clinton impression. He's on the phone, making believe he's calling from China.
What?
And we were not allowed to play this on regular radio today.
Why was I doing that?
Thanks to JV and Elvis.
No, not
And we
them.
love JV and Elvis. I'm just joking. Those guys, should never have been fired. They did some Asian humor. Special interest group got involved. So the company just folded and fired those guys.
Because it was Corolla that started it with CBS.
Right.
Because he was the one that got in trouble. And then instead of telling these fucking... This they should just go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
The advertisers are always cowards.
Right.
The product whores. Oh, I hate everybody except myself.
So even though this happened 10 years ago and there was not a blip of controversy,
why was I?
We weren't allowed to replay it this morning because any type of Asian humor is off limits.
As President Clinton.
Because he was in China.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. 10 years ago.
Speaking of perversion, as you were earlier, Opie.
No, I wasn't speaking of perversion. Give us a couple weeks before we start speaking of perversion.
President Clinton.
Yes.
In his search for, I guess, fortune cookie nookie, is in...
No, I didn't say that. I didn't fucking say that.
No, it sucks.
I didn't.
Now
Jimmy, you heard something wrong. I didn't say that.
We get to look at douche chills. I've never looked at douche chills before.
Yeah.
But there's 5 or 6, I don't know, people on the bleachers today, and I'm looking at douche chills. They're in shock out there.
Why? That was a good line.
Huh?
It rhymes and stuff.
Shitty. It was horrid.
Speaking of...
Fortune cookie.
Speaking of perversion, as you were earlier, Opie.
No, I wasn't speaking of perversion. Give us a couple weeks before we start speaking of perversion.
President Clinton.
Yes.
In his search for, I guess, fortune cookie nookie, is in China.
Hey, I hope you found it funny.
Huh?
You found it funny. Oh, you were lying again.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Just feeling good.
You know.
Ugh.
Just keep laughing to keep the bit going. That's me. You don't think I don't know? Idiots. Shut up.
Ken Stir. Good timing with that rapid fire line, Ant. You fuck.
Why, you wanted to know about some fortune cookie nookie?
Yeah, it rhymes.
Fortune cookie
Jimmy loves this.
I certainly do. Too bad you won't watch the Star Wars, because then maybe the Wookiee wanted some fortune cookie nookie.
You suck.
Were you guys gambling after, too? Because maybe the Wookiee who's a bookie wanted some fortune cookie nookie.
All right, let's just sit till Jim gets this out of his system.
I'm running through the alphabet. There's no such thing as a Zookie. You already used cookie. A xylophone? No, X. No good. A Yucky? No.
Yeah, yucky.
is in China, much to the chagrin of a lot of his critics, because he's going to actually be visiting Tiananmen Square, the site of that uprising in '89.
Yes,
that the Chinese really kind of massacred some people there. But he's going to go there for a big ceremony.
I think he's there already, actually, dude.
Not in Tiananmen Square. He's in China, though.
All right.
And a couple of questions. I just wish we could contact him. I got a question I'd love to ask.
Well, gee, I wonder.
Here comes the awkward transition.
Yeah, and
ladies and gentlemen, you're about to hear the awkward transition.
Bring on the bit.
As we bring on the bit.
Oh, God.
We don't know how to seg into the bit.
Yeah, though. All right. And a couple of questions. I just wish we could contact him. I got a question I'd love to ask him.
Well, what a coincidence.
What, Opie?
I thought it was...
Oh.
Guys, just go home.
I
really
can't.
Why? You guys are set it up.
No, just tell them to go home. There's really nothing to see here. Just go home.
To put it back up, let's give it another lookie.
Oh my God! This is horrible.
I don't think I've heard Anthony say chagrin since.
Why would he say chagrin? What is he, a rookie? Fucking gum under this thing. It's all gooky.
Fortune cookie nookie.
Nah, it's kind of cute.
What was I thinking?
I don't know.
And I'd love to ask him.
Well, what a coincidence.
What, Opie?
I thought it was going to take 6 to 8 months before we had some high-profile celebrities on our show.
Why am I trying to sell this like we're actually going to talk to Clinton? Scott from Hot Pog. Oh, looky. Bill Clinton was also playing hooky.
Oh, hooky. God damn it.
Hooky, yeah.
Well, what a coincidence, Anthony.
Before we had some high-profile celebrities on our show.
Don't tell me you've actually got the president on the phone.
I sure do, Anthony.
Hey,
President Clinton.
Hello, Opie. Hello, Anthony.
What's going on? You're in China, I hear.
I'm here in China spreading goodwill.
Now, I got a problem with this.
What's the problem?
There's not a lot of people in China that speak English, so how are you communicating with the people?
Well, I'm going to have a Chinese interpreter that I take with me. His name is Dong.
Wait a minute.
No, his name isn't...
Hold on, I like that, though.
Jimmy.
It's a funny...
Jimmy. Shut up.
I want to point out why I like it. It's a funny name, but it kind of sounds like a penis in Arlo. And something tells me there's going to be a little misunderstanding. A little double entendre.
Wow, this is going to be like a Three's Company episode.
Are we heading down the double entendre road?
Yes.
Jimmy gets, he kicks back in his chair. He's holding the mic in his hand and just waiting to pounce. Right now, I'm a little wounded gazelle at the water hole, and Jimmy is a tiger.
This is going to be the Three's Company episode when it was 8 rolls and he grabbed his chest and did the old nose to the floor behind the fucking...
Let's say hi to Mike on Long Island. Hello, Mike.
Mike.
How you doing? News today, Chewbacca got signed to a new team, and he's got a gambling problem, and he loves aging hookers. And the news read that the Wookiee rookie hid from his bookie while searching for fortune cookie nookie.
Yeah.
Punching out.
Yeah, I could see that happen. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Some support from my sister, Dawn.
Oh, that's good, because I turned off my phone.
She writes, I'm shutting you off now. Ew, this is worse than hearing you talk about your sex life. Thanks.
Gabe from
Thanks,
Staten Island. Jimmy, I think you might have missed one. This bit is a steaming pile of dookie.
No, he says doesn't count.
That's dookie.
It's dookie.
Dookie.
No, it's not
Nothing?
good. No,
No?
he's
What?
wrong.
Oh, what?
Nope. Fortune cookie milk.
Opie is so excited during this bit. Did he make cumsies?
Well, I'm going to have a Chinese interpreter that I take with me. His name is Dong.
Wait a minute. Your Chinese interpreter his name is Dong?
Yes, my Dong is his name. My Chinese interpreter. I wouldn't dream of coming to China without my Dong.
Come on.
Yes, the Chinese people.
Oh, come on. Come on.
My dong is the interpreter. See?
My favorite part so far is him going, come on, quit razzing me.
Stop. It isn't really my dong,
Come
is
on,
it?
you're pulling my leg.
President Clinton, is it really my dong?
And this is why we do not write bits.
This is the genius stuff that people just loved.
Well, it was our first show. We got better.
Well, my dong. He never goes anywhere without my dong.
Without my dong, because he needs also known as his cock.
Right.
See, it's a subtle way of saying he takes his cock with him to fuck women.
But
Are we going to have more cock jokes, you think?
I think
coming up?
some my dong is going to get into some adventures.
If the guy's name was Chinhua, it wouldn't have been as funny.
No, wouldn't have made any sense.
I think my dong is going to get into some cunts.
My Dong.
Come on.
Yes, the Chinese people will know what I'm about through my Dong.
Now, President Clinton, will this interpreter be helping you with any policy makings over there in China?
No, he's strictly an interpreter. As soon as my dong starts thinking for me, that's when I get in trouble.
I see, okay.
Some people say that there's a better choice of interpreters out there, but I got to tell you, I stand behind my dong.
They couldn't play this on regular radio today?
No.
This innocent bit?
Yeah.
Oh, the whole country should be fucking firebombed.
What's wrong with, my dong? Fucking A.
Yeah, there's no Asian accent.
Oh, it's
No.
so fucking ridiculous.
All right, Mr. Clinton, we'll let you go, okay?
Thank you.
Have fun in China with your dong.
God bless you.
Okay.
Wow.
And there he goes, the president himself.
Is that an exclusive?
I do believe no other
think
radio
it
station
is.
is talking to the president right now.
Well, you two would please just punch with yourselves, aren't you?
After a bit like that,
After that home
why
run.
wouldn't we be?
Hey, for 1998, that was radio gold, my friend.
For 1910, that wasn't radio gold. You two kicked your feet up. Let's celebrate that home run.
And why did Opie say have fun with your
Of
dong?
course.
You said your dong. You should have said my dong because that's his name.
Yeah.
If you say your dong, now you're implying that he was talking about his dick.
Well,
I never realized that glaring error ruined the bit.
thanks for making
That
me
bit
feel...
would have been really funny.
Thanks for making me feel even better about myself.
Horrible. Did you get it? Did anyone get it? Or did we need some more fucking cock jokes put in there?
We needed a ta-da! Kyle S. from Indiana writes, I've never been more embarrassed in my life.
Yeah.
10 years ago, O&A never went anywhere without me douche chills. Scott M. Hop Hog.
Look at this. Jill N. is writing, "Here's my number."
Why do you think they played their first show? Because it was a barn burner? It stunk.
Hey,
no disrespect,
Jimmy!
guys.
Jimmy!
I mean, that was the goof.
Hey, I thought it was,
Yeah, but they have something good to compare it to.
What? No offense, guys.
none taken, Jim.